Close the door! The Emperor be praised! Astartes!
We better move. Come on, let's go.
Hey, I'm back. Hello. Hello. Throwaway show tonight, because I got a whole bunch of nonsense. Okay. What's happening? Okay, it's just the two of y'all, three of y'all. Okay. What? Bruh. It's for someone to try to get into Warhammer at this point, man, it's like trying to read the Bible. Like it's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of tons of lore channels to give you the backstory, but it's a lot. I mean, you can have a working knowledge. So pre 40K, you had the Rising of the Emperor and the Thunder Warriors, and then you got the Horus Heresy. Oh man, and then you got 41K. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, but there's tons of lore channels that get you up to speed. Hold on. Okay, my bad. Where do we go? In no particular order. Let me continue on life in the Nordic, or life in prison in the Nordic states. I kind of want to finish up. Okay, wait. Okay. Let's go here real quick. I'm here to learn.
This man is serving a life sentence for murder.
I'm sorry, I'm a little body conscious, as you can see. I've gained a few pounds.
A dip in the frozen lake behind the prison is part of his regular workout routine.
No problem. It's okay. Okay, your turn.
Welcome to life in one of Finland's open prisons. There are no cell blocks here, just dormitories. Inmates come and go in their own cars.
Holy cow, wait. This man's serving life in prison. He lives in an open dorm. He has a vehicle. Oh my God. You guys are not ready to have a conversation about U.S. penal systems versus the U.S. Don't do that to yourselves. Wow.
When Matti isn't at the nearby university campus, he's in his dorm room, studying for a career in tech.
Some entrepreneurship books, marketing books, user experience, all kinds of digital and IT studies.
And we have this kind of normality principle that prisoners should be treated equally, even though they are prisoners, but they should have access to same services and rights as other citizens.
In recent years, Finland has been named the happiest and safest country in the world. Citizens here enjoy generous public benefits, universal healthcare, subsidised daycare for children, and free college tuition.
Uh-oh, that sounds like socialism. I hear what y'all saying, but this is their country. Oh my gosh.
Promotional films like this, produced by Finland's Criminal Sanctions Agency, document how prisoners are eased back into society, with work opportunities and help from counsellors. And the incarceration rate here is one of the lowest in Europe, a quarter of what it was in 1950. In Finland, only 1 in 3 former convicts ends up back in prison. Compare that to the United States, where 2 out of 3 get locked up again within 2 years of release. A 2018 bill included sentencing reforms meant to reduce what is referred to as recidivism, but they only apply to inmates in federal custody, just 10% of the 2.3 million people incarcerated in the US. Critics say the 2018 reforms are only a small first step and fall far short of the kind of meaningful change Finland is so proud of. The scale, of course, is different. Today there are fewer than 3,000 in the Finnish prison system. The number of people behind bars in the US is equal to half of Finland's total population. A reimagining of what prison looks like here started nearly 70 years ago, when this Scandinavian nation began building one of the most humane systems in the world. In some of
administrators from all over the world come to study how they do it. So I'm just saying.
the latest steps, Finland's Criminal Sanctions Agency is investing heavily in technology training.
The first topic is what is AI, then the second topic, problem solving with AI.
And building a state-of-the-art smart prison for women.
Wow.
And even testing VR to provide an escape from the drab walls and fluorescent lighting of Turku, Finland's highest security closed prison. Mika, who is 10 years into a 15-year sentence, is walking through a 3D forest.
Kamala ottaa lasit pois tiedäksä palata tähän todellisuuteen taas.
He appreciates the chance to interact with VR technology and learn the basics of working with computers.
Sanotaan lisään vielä tämän verran, että tämmöisiä vankeja, ketä on välillä käynyt vapaana ja tullut takaisin, niin on sanonut ihan suoraan, että ei siellä pärjää, niin kun siellä on niin paljon erilaista tämä kaikki niin tämmöiset, että kaikki on niin paljon tietokoneistettua, että olisi hyvä saada sitä oppia.
We try to educate the prisoners to use digital services in a meaningful way so that it would really help them to rehabilitate and help them to take care of themselves.
So y'all want hard labor. I hear you.
And take care of their daily affairs and the kind of things, the kind of skills that you need when you reintegrate back to society.
Now Finland is investing in the infrastructure to support that readjustment, a €34 million prison that many hope will set the standard for the future. No bars, glass windows, an internet connection in every room, and small touches meant for comfort.
This is our specialty is divan. Yes.
When it opens in this fall, the brand new facility in Hämeenlinna is expected to be Europe's most high-tech women's prison. But just across the road, a reminder of the past. The old facility, built in 1972, once housed both men and women. It shut down in 2019 after years of disrepair, mould, and other reasons.
This was before toilet.
And where
Is that how y'all want the prisoners to be, y'all? It's okay to say it. Is this what y'all want for prisoners? I get it.
did they empty it?
I take this and look there. The smell was terrible.
And just a few minutes' drive away, a relic built in the 19th century and modelled on the American style of prison that is still widely in use today.
Okay, so y'all want the Shawshank Redemption. I hear you.
Cell blocks arranged in a radial floor plan, prisoners living in solitary confinement. This one is a museum now, preserved to show just how hard prison life here used to be.
Okay, so this is what you guys prefer for prisoners? It's okay to say so. Like, Sly, I want them hard labor. I want them to suffer. Hey, okay. So this is what y'all want for prisoners. Okay.
For Matti, the road to reform has led him to a career that he would never have dreamed of before. He connected with Reactor, a digital agency that designs online education courses. When they heard he was participating in this story, they invited him to give some feedback on the program.
Now, to be fair, wait.
What did you think about the first course? What was your general impression about it?
It was shown quite simply what is.
Okay, now I will say this. He has a stern look about him. He looks like somebody not to take lightly. But if you show me this man and I'm supposed to guess he's a murderer, I would never have suspected. I would say he was probably a low-level crime boss or an enforcer, because he's got a look about him. You know what I'm saying? It's the eyes, Chico, the eyes. I wouldn't suspect him of being a murderer, but shit, I done work with some Mexicans and I done seen the little shit on their thumbs and, you know, that indicated how many bodies they got, and they were just as cool as whatever, so...
AI, what isn't AI. So that was really good, and kind of like show that it's not about magic.
Seeing him in this meeting, it's easy to forget that Matti is still serving out his sentence for murder. In that time, he hopes to complete a university degree and start a business.
One way to get kind of like employed is, of course, self-employment. So, and a lot of prisoners have already the entrepreneurial mindset.
Based on Matti's recommendations, Reactor is planning to add an entrepreneurship course to the prison curriculum.
It has like enforced my trust in also like this Finnish prison system, where like giving chances to people like you, like it's awesome.
After the meeting, Matti heads back to Louka prison. But he is excited for the future.
At the beginning of my sentence, I thought that there can only be negative things in being in prison, that basically life is over. But I think you should give people a chance. That's the most important thing.
This man's going to end up making more money than all of us. This man's going to be a multimillionaire. This man right here is going to be a multimillionaire with some type of tech company, even with his jacket. This man's going to end up probably making more money than all of us combined in the next 5 years. Okay?
That's the most important thing.
Okay, so isn't that the goal? Rehabilitation? Do y'all even want prisoner rehabilitation, or you just want hard labor out of these guys? This is asking questions. I'm just asking questions. He's gonna be a multimillionaire. He's gonna be a multimillionaire sooner than we know. Okay. Let me go here. I was not aware, or I didn't understand the Brendan Sorsby case from Texas Tech. So he bet on games. So he admitted to placing over 9,000 sports bets, including his own team. He got a permanent ban from NCAA. So then a judge allowed him to play. So an investigation reveals Sorsby placed over $90,000 in sports wagers during his college career. There's no way he did this by himself, including over 40 bets involving Indiana, his own team, in 22 and 23. NCAA permanently banned him from the sport. This is way worse than Johnny, who was the crazy kid from Texas? The other kid from Texas. Okay, a Lubbock County judge granted Sorsby a temporary injunction blocking the NCAA from enforcing a permanent ban and allowing him to play for Texas Tech this season under strict conditions, including therapy, a device monitoring, and financial oversight. What? Decision sparked widespread outrage among college athletic directors, coaches, and NCAA. Several schools threatened to boycott Texas Tech, and NCAA leadership described the court's interference as a new low. Wow. Faced with mounting legal pressure, national boycotts, and conference-level legal battles, Sorsby and Texas Tech mutually parted ways. That's right, he declared for the NFL supplemental draft. Okay, I caught that part of it. But this shit here, this is insane. Insane.
Welcome to another OU Insider Under the Visor podcast powered by Riverwind Casino. My name is Brandon Drum, around the college football world, and we are going to discuss that. Are OU fans hypocrites, Travis? And what should Texas Tech actually do about Brendan Sorsby and his illicit gambling situation that he loves to go on right now? And if anybody knows about gambling, Travis Davison, our gambling connoisseur, will bring us home. He will bring us home. Yeah, you are the expert. You are the expert. That is for sure. And he will have a lot of gambling takes. We're going to be doing that with it is like I'm over here putting like all sorts of stuff on here, trying to like get ready for all the podcasts that I do every day and have like notes.
Because it just the title of the note is just whatever I was first rushing to my phone to make a note on, and that's just the title of that note, and who knows what's under it.
Okay, man, just get to it. Come on, y'all.
Riverwind Casino has been the Metro's premier gaming destination for over 18 years. NIKING.com for unbeatable commercial clean. Let John Mateer play. By the way, I have something to say about that part in particular.
Okay, they're taking too long. I'm sorry, they're taking too long. Let's go here.
Frederick from Chattanooga, Tennessee said, I saw an instant reaction video on the Sorsby news. Has anything happened to change your thoughts on Sorsby and Texas Tech? Well, not on the issue itself. No. As soon as this ruling came down from the judge, or the injunction came down from the judge, and we found out that it's far more likely than not at this point Brendan Sorsby is going to play this year for Texas Tech, despite having bet on games that he was a participant in, that just boggles my mind. Now, there's a whole lot of legalese. I'm not getting into it. There were, I think, like 95% agreements on this, that it just kind of slapped people upside the head. No, my opinion hasn't changed on that. You got to have a hard line on this stuff. You've got to be real and severe for penalties on anything that even broaches hinting at compromising the integrity of outcomes of games. I'll get to all that in a second. The only thing that changed from last Monday to today, because this is the first time I've really spoken publicly about it since Monday because we didn't have a Thursday show, the only thing that's changed is the response. And man, you got to know the score. You've got to know the temperature in the room sometimes. I remember Meemaw used to always tell me, Joshua, you got to remember the 3 most important words in the middle of any crisis.
Okay, I'm going to just say this. Anything that goes against the NCAA's best interest, I'm here for it. Anything that goes against the NCAA's best interest, I am here for it. Let the man play. Let him play. Should have played. I don't know. I don't give a damn about the NCAA. They've been pilfering young collegiate students for decades. I don't think nobody should feel bad for the NCAA. These kids do what they got to do. Is it some of it egregious? Yes, but when I think about Reggie Bush and who was the other young man that they try to stop from getting to the draft? Oh, what's his name? The other running back. He ended up locked up on drugs and robbery and shit. I think about all these cases where the NCAA just couldn't help themselves and just had to make a statement and over punish these kids. I don't feel bad for the NCAA at all.
And I was like, I love you? And she said, no, just shut up. And Meemaw had a little differentiation.
Yeah, Maurice Claret.
Shut up was one word or two. But nevertheless, just shut up. People pay PR firms, crisis management teams a lot of money. And sometimes the most valuable piece of advice that those entities can give you in exchange for however many zeros are on the paycheck you're paying to them is don't say a word. Just shut up and don't say a thing. And it was my belief, after the Sorsby ruling came down, that the best thing Texas Tech could do at that point is just shut up. Just shut nothing. It comes out of your mouth from that point on is going to gain you an ounce of favoritism in the public's eye. The public.
Okay, so Texas Tech folded because everybody was going to boycott playing them, and they were too okay. Listen, if it goes against the best interest of the NCAA, I'm for it. It's a good thing.
Regan Sorsby is recovering from an addiction. He's recovering. I've sat down with this young man multiple times, and the things that he is going through and what he's been through is serious. And so
they let Johnny Manziel do what he did, and it wasn't until after, but nonetheless.
Us even saying to the point before we get to the legal part that he could be ready week 3 against Houston is still a stretch, because guess what? He's still recovering.
Fascinating week. It started with the 4-page decision from Judge Ken Curry, a retired judge who was assigned to handle the case because the local judge went to Texas Tech undergrad, went to Texas Tech Law School. He stepped aside. But this all flows from 2 things. One, everybody was quiet at a time when we all should have seen this coming. And the judge didn't have the benefit of understanding what a big deal this was, because nobody was saying jack squat about it. And I think all these voices that have come out of the woodwork the past few days should have made themselves heard ahead of time, because the judges are allowed to do research. Juries aren't, judges are. And there's a political element to all of this. There is so much discretion in the law. I made this point yesterday, wrote it last night. It cannot be overemphasized. It is not a calculator. Justice is not dispensed like a grocery list. There is no black and white. It is a wide swath of gray. And if you're a judge who has discretion to come to a decision, there are many ways to get from point A to point B. And many judges know where point B is, and then you come up with a way to get there. Good lawyers can come up with an argument to support any outcome. You could come up with an argument to support Brendan Sorsby not being eligible after rampant gambling that he's admitted to. You can come up with an argument for him to be eligible. And there isn't enough in the ruling to let anyone understand why the judge did what he did.
Yeah, okay.
And in the absence of any tangible information
that's what they're mad
that
about.
allows us to scrutinize the reasoning, it's devolved into this very predictable pissing match, sorry, London, where Texas Tech is going to circle the wagons because it's in their interest to have their quarterback, and everybody else is going to say shame on Texas Tech, knowing full well that if any of those other schools were in the situation that Texas Tech is in,
they would do the same
thing. They would
thing.
be doing exactly what Texas Tech is doing.
Exactly.
Everything about this has been the predictable manifestation of what your existing interests would suggest. No one is acting against their own interest. Everyone is saying exactly what we would expect them to say.
Okay, let's go here. Let's see what Cam has to say.
The Gambler, Brendan Sorsby.
It's unbelievable. I was in Lubbock last week. The vibe there was not hopeful. And so it's unbelievable. I don't know how often you can really say that in college athletics because there's a varying degree of insanity every day. So very few things are unbelievable, but this headline slapped me in the face to the point where I was on a meeting this morning when the news broke, and I thought it was one of the satire accounts. How foolish do you feel if you're a coach, an athletic director, a university president, a player, what have you, that ever just voluntarily succumbed to NFL or NCAA sanctions? If you self-reported violations in recent history, how foolish do you feel? If you cannot govern the matters that are in your lane, you don't exist.
Stop it right there, Peggy. I'm gonna tell you that this hogwash. Yeah. This is utter disrespect to the whole NCAA movement, because I can see if this was a 16, 17.
How much did Auburn pay to get Cam? How much did Auburn pay to get Cam?
18-year-old amateur.
Yeah.
This is a 22-year-old, soon to be a 23-year-old grown man. You made your decisions, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm reminded the fact that when you see and you lay out all the detailed facts about this, if this was another profession,
so
NFL, MLB, NHL, NFL, did I say that?
Yeah.
NBA, did I say that?
Terry Rozier.
He would not be able to come back. So why in the world do we allow different rules for different people?
Yeah.
But Cam, seriously right now? What did Auburn give Cam Newton? It's alleged. Of course, it's alleged. Oh, here we go. No? While allegations and rumors circulated that his father, Cecil Newton, an associate, solicited up to $180,000 during his recruitment. Of course, NCAA investigated and found no rules violations tied to his signing. If you believe that, you're an idiot. But God bless you. Okay. Documents indicate Newton's father, Cecil Newton, ex-Mississippi State player Kenny Rogers, sought from $120,000 to $180,000 for the quarterback to sign with the Bulldogs out of junior college, but didn't ask any other school for money. Yeah, if I were Cam, I'm like, Cam, you're the last person.
I'm good on Sorsby. I want everybody to get their just due until you just don't do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So I'm like, dog, I just knew it was over for him.
Yeah, that was like a...
But now when you start to say, hold on, you mean to tell me y'all did a governing in Lubbock with Lubbock council, judges, defense attorneys, and representatives and representations and all that in Lubbock, Texas?
Home cooking, huh?
Brothers and sisters, let's wake up and smell the livestock bacon.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's your favorite dunk here. Go ahead and click that. Granted an injunction he requested by a judge at the District Court of Lubbock. Okay, there you have your answer. Sorsby is not expected to be eligible for the 2020 college football season and will not have to enter the NFL supplemental draft. The judge reasoning granted Sorsby injunction. The courts find that Sorsby will suffer a probable and imminent and irreparable injury without the injunction because he will be unable to participate as a member of Texas Tech University 2026 football team. And according to Rob Reinert, the majority of the Big 12 teams, I'm told multiple board members have also motioned to eject the Georgia sent department-wide memo to Tech. If games are already scheduled, the school may work to cancel Texas. Guess where they graduated from? Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Hey, hold on. Don't nobody want to recuse themselves. Don't nobody say, you know what? The look of this, if we were to grant this stay, can you imagine what this is going to look like? So nobody thought anything. Nobody said, you know what? Ocho Joe, I'm just going to recuse myself. The man admitted that he betted on games in which he was a member of the team when he was on that team, and he said I wagered at least 95. If the reports are true, reading what I read, chat, and if y'all read it, you read it. He bet $90,000 when he was the quarterback, not one time, but over bets, multiple thousands of bets. Damn, he admitted it while he was participating, and y'all say, you know what? He gonna suffer irreparable harm. What have you done?
Hey, so teams that have Texas Tech on the schedule, they're declining.
We ain't effing with y'all. We ain't effing with y'all.
Will they really do that, you think, Unc?
Yes.
I think this is all fake outrage.
To me,
this is all fake outrage. So let me go Let me follow up with him. Okay, so he went to supplemental draft. Okay, let's go.
While I had expected to do an episode of PFDPM today, the first day of the PFT Live hiatus, I didn't expect an emergency episode of PFDPM, but duty calls. And if you watched the prior episode from today, and thank you if you did, you aren't surprised by the news for Monday night, because it felt like Brendan Sorsby was in a box. The walls were closing in as it relates to the legal developments we saw on Monday. Number one, the Big 12 sues Texas Tech in federal court in Dallas, seeking a ruling that would allow the Big 12 to apply its own bylaws and sanction Texas Tech if Sorsby plays in any games this year. And then the NCAA appealed last week's ruling that restored Brandon Sorsby's eligibility for 2026, seeking an expedited ruling before the start of college football season. Well, if you don't get the ruling by June 22, and you do get the ruling by the start of college football season, the ruling is that the judge in Lubbock County, with his 4-page ruling that is very light, and that's being generous on reasoning and explanation, if that gets overturned and the injunction goes away,
the public hates the player.
Sorsby can't play college football, and it's too late for him to go to the NFL.
Failing system.
And
betting on your
last
team
week,
is clear cut,
when
no gray
Texas
area
Tech did that 21-minute video that really didn't help advance its PR cause, there was a mention made that Sorsby's family was concerned about how Texas Tech was doing in all of this. Like, we're too much of an imposition. We're causing too much of a problem. That's the kind of thing that shows they're thinking about their options. So the option that was exercised today, with 1 week to go before the deadline for applying for the supplemental draft, Sorsby has applied. I've confirmed that he's applied. There's also reporting from NFL Network that tomorrow his lawsuit in Lubbock County will be withdrawn. That's how he loses his eligibility. He has to surrender to what the NCAA wants to be eligible for the supplemental draft.
Gotcha.
If he had tried to maintain his argument that he's eligible to play college football this year, the NFL could have said,
trying to go into draft.
you can't come to the supplemental draft. You got to make a decision.
Yeah.
So his decision is, I'm not going to try to play for Texas Tech this year. That is over, and it will be over tomorrow when that lawsuit.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that Texas Tech has some inroads into the NFL. I'm sure phone calls and Zoom meetings were had. I believe the agreement is, hey, okay, to take heat off Texas Tech. All right, we got you a potential team for you to sign to. That way, Texas Tech keeps its schedule. Those teams that threaten to boycott will take back the boycott, play Texas Tech, and Sorsby goes to an NFL team. I believe that's the play. That's really the only play they have. I want to see some of his highlights. Because I want to see some of his highlights. What's his stats? What is he? He's 6'3", 235. That's a big boy. He's from Denton. He's a 6'3", 235. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Let's take a look. Let me see with Texas Tech. 2025 stats, 12 games played, 2,800 passing yards, 27 TDs, 5 interceptions, 580 rushing yards, 9 rushing TDs. Shit. You better sign him. Yeah, you better sign this guy. Yeah, he can give you a good look. I think he could be competitive.
We got 19 that time. Westmoreland double team.
Oh no, that's not them. That's on Rayola. Never mind. Okay, that's Josh. Okay. I see these. They're okay. This is Brendan's stats. Okay. That's Sam Levitt. I think he could be competitive. I am human, bitch. Oh my God, really? Okay, I'm taking too long. Oh, there, no, son of a bitch. Okay.
The transfer portal has obviously become a huge part of college football. And the top tier programs with a lot of money to spend can go out and get a huge name in the portal at the quarterback spot, and that's exactly what Texas Tech did. But going back in time, Brendan Sorsby's story is absolutely ridiculous. He only had one Power 4 offer coming out of high school, was told he was never good enough to start a college football game, and now is a $6 million quarterback going to Texas Tech who could be the top quarterback prospect in the 2027 draft. Today we're going to go through Brendan Sorsby's ridiculous story from no-name recruit to number 2 quarterback in the transfer portal. But before we get started, if you're a big fan of college football, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Sorsby. Okay, so in order to understand how he got to this point, we first need to go back in time. Growing up in the state of Texas, Brendan always loved football and baseball and actually became a star at both of them. Eventually, he ended up arriving at Lake Dallas High School, and their offensive line coach, Spencer Leftwich, said that he remembers seeing an undersized high schooler who was hardly tall enough to play quarterback for the freshman team. But apparently he was super stubborn about pursuing a dream of one day playing college football, and Leftwich said, quote, "Was he a 2-star question mark? Was he a 1-star question mark? I don't know, but he was not on anybody's list." Recently, he obviously signed to play for Texas Tech, and in his mother's own words, she said he was a nobody before that, and now he's a household name. But going back in time even further, Lake Dallas's offensive coordinator met Sorsby when he was in 6th grade when he taught his social studies class. He was a skinny kid who didn't look super athletic, and as a middle schooler, he had an awkward sidearm delivery and was a 5'3" 9th grader. His future was not very bright, but that same offensive coordinator said, quote, "He was always told he couldn't do it and wasn't going to be good enough, but he was going to prove everybody wrong." Eventually, he then became the JV quarterback as a sophomore and had a growth spurt that got him all the way to 5'8", but he lacked the size to ever gain college interest. They ended up visiting his pediatrician, and apparently the doctor told him that he was going to grow, and it would happen. He then became 5'11" his junior season, which was a year he got some starters minutes. He had a combination of an amazing work ethic and a burning desire, and he apparently hit the weight room and became a Division I level prospect. As a junior, he split time at quarterback, but wouldn't take over as a starter until late in the season. Through 9 games, he had thrown for 851 yards, 7 touchdowns, and then 240 rushing yards, and 2 more scores on the ground. During his high school days, he would stay loyal to Lake Dallas, despite interest to transfer to other high schools. As a senior, he was named the Denton Chronicle 2021 Quarterback of the Year, throwing for 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns, and then nearly 800 yards and 15 scores on the ground. When you take a look at those numbers, they don't exactly pop off the page, which is part of the reason he was not a national recruit. It was not enough to convince major colleges that he was worth a scholarship, plus that delayed growth spurt hurt his recruitment, because at that point, most schools have already found their guy. The Dallas-Fort Worth area also had a well-saturated pool of talent, so he just sort of went underlooked. At the time, FCS schools such as Abilene Christian, Lamar, and East Texas A&M ended up offering him during his senior season. One of his trainers said, quote, "When he got D2 offers or D3 offers, he was very thankful. But he was always like, I'm a dog, and somebody's going to get me, and I'm going to kill it. He always remained steadfast. He was the best quarterback in the nation, and spoke it into existence." Eventually, his recruitment would heat up a bit, as Rice would offer him a walk-on spot, and this was finally his gateway into FBS football. At the time, his offensive line coach said, quote, "Sometimes people kind of wondered maybe you should jump on this or take this just to have something, but he wasn't going to budge." Because very soon after, Army and Navy both offered him a scholarship, and while that wasn't very lucrative, it was FBS football. His first power conference opportunity was a preferred walk-on opportunity from Wisconsin, and he apparently had planned to take that over guaranteed opportunities to go to lower programs. His dad said, quote, "I wasn't excited because it was $57,000. He was like, I can earn a scholarship in a year, and I was like, yeah, but the others are already free." His parents were not happy about having to potentially pay for school when he had other free opportunities, but soon after some recruiting dominoes fell, he would get his chance. Across the state, there was a quarterback by the name of Josh Hoover who went to Rockwall Heath High School. He's considered a 3-star recruit and had originally committed to the Indiana Hoosiers and the Tom Allen staff. But after he flipped to TCU on December 6th, all of a sudden the Hoosiers didn't have a quarterback. This was a very different IU program than it currently is now, as they were never signing big-time quarterbacks and had to rely on finding hidden gems. At the time, their offensive coordinator was Walt Bell, and he was super high on Brendan Sorsby for some reason. He offered him a walk-on spot and then came to Lake Dallas to watch him work out and throw the ball. His OC said, quote, "He threw, and they were real high on him, and they wanted him. Walt Bell and I spent almost half a day together talking about Sorsby, his family, and everything else, and then he said, this is the guy that I want." The Hoosiers would offer Sorsby a scholarship on January 19th, and he would commit just 2 days later. Sorsby said, quote, "It's unheard of for a quarterback at the Power 4 level to get an offer that late. It's kind of crazy how everything unfolded." Indiana was by far...
Man, talk about believing in yourself. Wow. I'm rooting for this kid now all of a sudden. Let's go.
His best offer out of high school, picking the Hoosiers over Army, Navy, Western Carolina, and Abilene Christian. He said he would have chosen the Hoosiers regardless, whether he hated it or loved it, due to a lack of options, but luckily he did like Bloomington, Indiana, and the IU program. Sorsby said, quote, "The staff, players, and environment made it feel like home, and Indiana is the place for me, and I can't wait to get there. Getting that Power 5 offer was a different feeling, and I can't thank Coach Allen and Coach Bell enough for taking a chance on me, and it means the world to me, and I can't thank them enough." Earlier in the recruiting cycle, Indiana was looking to bring in both a transfer and a high school recruit, and they got their guy in Sorsby, and their transfer in Connor Bazelak from Mizzou. According to 24/7 Sports, Brendan was a 3-star recruit, the number 66 quarterback, and the 1,012th best player in the class of 2022, and on the composite, he was ranked in the 100s for quarterbacks. Basically, this guy was a complete afterthought, but how would he end up doing in Bloomington? Well, let's take a look. So when Sorsby arrived to Indiana in 2022, he was going to be buried on the depth chart, and he saw very limited snaps. At the time, their quarterback room included Connor Bazelak, Dexter Williams, Jack Tuttle, and Donovan McCulley, and Sorsby ended up completing 3 of 6 passes for 8 yards and 1 interception as a true freshman. Going into the 2023 season, Indiana ended up bringing in a quarterback by the name of Brock Lowry, and then they also got Taven Jackson to transfer home. Sorsby and him were locked in a quarterback battle, but ultimately the job was given to Taven Jackson, and Sorsby got the short end of the stick. He said, quote, "My freshman year at Indiana was just learning the system and learning under some older guys, which was huge for me. My redshirt freshman year was huge for me as well, and being in that type of competition in the quarterback battle was super huge." Taven Jackson eventually struggled, and Tom Allen would give Sorsby his chance. Before his first start, Coach Allen said, quote, "I'm really excited about what he brings to the table. And I'll tell you, he's a big young man that has tremendous athleticism and arm talent and ability, and I think the upside is really high for him." Sorsby would eventually take over in the back half of the 2023 season, as against Rutgers, he threw for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then the following week against Penn State, he ended up having 269 yards and 3 touchdowns. He would start the final 4 games of the season, having 5 touchdowns and a crazy 3-point loss to Illinois, 2 touchdowns against Michigan State, and 3 against Purdue. Unfortunately, he lost 5 of those 6 games that he started, but would have 2 touchdowns and a win over Wisconsin. Sorsby finished with 1,600 yards passing, 15 passing touchdowns, 300 yards rushing, and 4 rushing scores. He was a pretty decent player, and because of that, schools were definitely going to look at him in the transfer portal, and when Tom Allen got fired as head coach, Sorsby was as good as gone, looking for a new opportunity. At the time, Cincinnati was under Scott Satterfield, and they wanted to get Sorsby out of the portal, and they would end up landing him. He'd have 3 more.
They brought in Garcetti and Mendoza. Okay, makes sense. Okay.
Seasons of eligibility, and Sorsby said, quote, "The first day I entered the portal, Cincinnati hit me up. They were really high on me, and they liked what I could do, both running and throwing the football." Sorsby's first season ended up being pretty interesting, as they actually got off to a pretty decent start, going 5-2. He even had 400 yards and 4 touchdowns against Texas Tech, 3 touchdowns against Pitt, and 4 against Towson, but at the end of the season, they would struggle mightily. They ended up losing their last 5 games, and Sorsby struggled. He only had 66 yards passing against Iowa State, and Cincinnati would miss a bowl game in 2024, but Sorsby did throw for 2,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, and then 9 scores on the ground. Going into 2025, it was going to be a win-or-go-home type season for Satterfield, and he was banking on Sorsby having a good year. He ended up having 2 rushing touchdowns in week 1 against Nebraska, but he threw that awful late interception, and they lost the game. But after that, Cincinnati would end up going on a tear, as they'd win their next 7 games, and Sorsby was insane. He had 4 touchdowns against Bowling Green, 6 against Northwestern State, 2 against Kansas, 3 against Iowa State, 2 against UCF, 5 against Oklahoma State, and 3 against Baylor. Cincinnati at this point was a legit playoff contender, but then, as usual, Sorsby struggled in the month of November, losing all 4 games to Utah, Arizona, BYU, and TCU. His play definitely took a bit of a step back, but he was still really solid. He threw for 2,800 yards, 27 touchdowns, 580 rushing yards, and 9 rushing scores on the ground. He definitely did end up having a good season, but went 13-17 as a starter for his career. During his time at Cincinnati, he had passed for 5,613 yards and 45 touchdowns, and had a 63% completion percentage. After the season was over, instead of declaring for the 2026 NFL Draft, he would decide to enter the transfer portal. It was very interesting how things played out, as Josh Hoover ended up back at Indiana, and apparently Sorsby told him, quote, "You let me have Indiana the first time around, and I'm going to give it to you this time around." It's definitely unbelievable how Indiana's 2022 quarterback recruitment changed the landscape of college football, but it is what it is. Apparently, Sorsby did consider a return to Indiana, as he was going to plan to visit them, Miami, and Tennessee, but his recruitment didn't last that long. He ended up visiting Texas Tech, and he said, quote, "You know what, I love it here, but everything in my entire journey has always been one and done, and I owe it to myself to go check out LSU. He ended up saying that both staffs were unbelievable and that both schools checked all the boxes, but apparently the defense and geographic advantages is what ultimately decided to get him to commit to Texas Tech. He said he was blown away by Tech's facilities and appreciated the culture set there by the coaching staff, and he signed a huge deal. Apparently his contract was worth about $6 million to go to Texas Tech, and Tech definitely has a reputation for being one of the sport's biggest spenders, as they apparently spent $3 million on David Bailey last year, and Sorsby definitely got a big check as well. With the Red Raiders losing Baron Morton, they now have a super...
I wonder how much of that he has to give back. We'll take a look.
Experienced quarterback right away, and honestly, there was a bit of a sour taste at the end of Texas Tech's season, as their offense struggled mightily against Oregon in the Orange Bowl, and they're hoping that Sorsby will be better. He'll also join a quarterback room that includes Will Hammond, who looked decent in his backup duties last year, but he tore his ACL. Honestly, some people in Sorsby's camp did urge him to go to the NFL draft, as he said he was considered a first-round talent by many scouts and could have been the 3rd player drafted, but he believed he could have been the 2nd quarterback after Fernando Mendoza. For now, though, he will project as one of the top quarterbacks in the 2027 draft, and his high school offensive coordinator said, quote, "He has aspirations of being the #1 overall pick."
Okay, let's go see how much money he has to give back to Texas Tech. How much money? Let's see. He does not owe any money back to Texas Tech. Cincinnati sued him for $1 million for an exit fee buyout. Lost earnings, his departure and issues put him at an estimated $5 million loss. Texas Tech NIL package in jeopardy in his gambling fallout could result in millions of dollars. Okay. So they already promised him $6 million before he's ruled ineligible. He will receive $6 million, which heavily anchors on the total valuation at $38 million. What? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. So basically, these stats here: 2,800 passing yards, 580 rushing, 36 yeah, that got him $6 million. Okay. So this is their total valuation of their roster. And Sorsby got $6 million of that. Oh wow, this is good. This is a good breakdown. Okay. Offense, they spent $14 million in offense. A shade under $8 million for defense. Brandon got $6 million. The next highest pay was left tackle Howard Sampson. The next highest pay was receiver Micah Hudson, followed by left guard Zambrano, and then center Sheridan Wilson, tight end Terrence Carter. Oh, my bad. I forgot other receiver, Coy Eakin at a shade under $1 million. Another right tackle, $900,000. God damn. These boys cleaning the house. I can't be mad at this. Get y'all's money, young men. Get y'all fucking money. Defense. AJ Holmes got 1.2. He's defensive tackle. Nose tackle Bryce Butler got 900 racks. Left defensive end Trey White got 900 racks. Left corner Bryce Pollock got 900 racks. Man, if y'all don't get y'all money, young men. NIL is blessing everybody. Wow. I'm here for I'm loving it. I'm rooting for Brandon Sorsby. I don't know why, but I'm rooting for him. Okay, he's going to the supplemental draft. Somebody's going to snatch him up. He's too big of a body. He's 6'3", 220. Someone's going to take a shot on him. 6'3", 220. Someone's going to take a chance on him. He's not a bad quarterback. He can be competitive. He could be, second or third man on the roster. He can be competitive. He can give you a different look. Give him his own little package. Wow. So that's Brandon Sorsby. Nice to meet your acquaintance, sir. Okay, let's go here. I got the most random clips. No particular order. Please hit the like button. Don't just listen. Okay, you know what? Since we're not hitting the like button, let me go ahead and sit y'all down real quick. Where we at? Where we at? Let me find something. All right, I'll be back. Get my likes up.
Only time I say be down when niggas try and beat
My bad. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Likes are still shitty. Oh, y'all make me sick. Not y'all, but hate watchers. Oh, they're the worst. They're the effing worst. All right, let's get to it. Show doesn't stop. Random clips in no particular order. This mother has an autistic child. I'm gonna do I'm gonna cut up a video, the dark side of autism. You know, because a lot of these parents just don't want to talk about the ugly side of being a parent of a special needs child. So let's go here. Why is this woman upset? You're about to see why.
There's no way I just explained to you that these two kids are fucking autistic and they couldn't stand a fucking boarding pass and I had to hold it for them. I'm stressed the fuck out. All I said was these was the kids and scared the fucking boarding pass and you won't scare the fucking boarding pass because you want to be a fucking idiot. They're autistic.
So as soon as we got there, I handed him the boarding passes and he said,
It's not one, but two autistic sons. Now y'all can come in these chats all day long. Slide, come on. Hey, I hear y'all. But the reality is, I'm so thankful for social media we can pull back the veil. Because a lot of these parents are going through it, raising these children that require, a certain part of you. Let's go.
that everyone has to scan their own. Again, that's not a problem. My oldest two kids can scan their own. But I did let him know that I do have two autistic children and one is not, they're nonverbal. He's not going to have the capacity or the ability to scan his own pass. And he was like, well, if he doesn't scan his own pass, then he doesn't board. And I'm like, sir, my son has issues with his fine motor skills. It's practically impossible for him to do it. And then he started, getting and got to call security and the supervisor. And this is way before what you guys seen on camera. This is just me having a general, the same way I'm speaking to you, is the same way that I was speaking with him. Because again, no one wants to be on that no-flight list. So then he came out of his own mouth, and he was just like, they need to scan their own boarding passes. So I tried to have my son scan his boarding pass, and I tried to hold his hand for it. And then the guy, Charles, said, no, you cannot help him do it. And I'm like, sir, it's like you're forcing him to do something he cannot do. And I'm not trying to scan it for him because you just told me I can't, but let me assist him because his hands are shaking. He's moving it. He doesn't understand what's going on. And his exact response was, I have two autistic children. If I tell them to scan their boarding pass, they will scan their own boarding passes. And then that's kind of where I went off from there because, again, autism is on a spectrum. I still don't have a voice from, the whole situation. Like, my voice is hoarse. This is not how I sound on a regular basis. And it was just like a really humiliating thing because now here I am screaming in the middle of the airport my son's whole diagnosis. Like, why do I have to do that?
He can't scan his own boarding pass.
Let's listen.
Just explain to you that these two kids are fucking autistic and they couldn't scan their fucking boarding pass. And I had to hold it for them. I'm stressed the fuck out. All I said was these was the kids and scan the fucking boarding pass. And you won't scan the fucking boarding pass because you want to be a fucking idiot. They're autistic.
Lord Jesus. I feel for this woman. Hey, but this... LaQuisha Logan told me she is looking for an attorney after the incident. I've tried multiple times to contact the airline and airport for comment, but have not heard back. Ma'am, they don't want to talk to you. Normalize other mothers crashing out when we see a mother mistreated. Mom had a valid crash out. I bet the flight attendant was an African American. I hope she sued them every way but loose for ADA compliance and racial discrimination. ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. The employee has never heard of it. The airline lawyers will have. The person recording this video and originally posted it said, and he let an elderly couple board the plane right before this family came up, and the husband of the couple held both passes while they were being scanned. He absolutely was using his position to attempt to cause an issue, but he chose the wrong woman to play with, and I hope this family gets a payday. What is the purpose of having everyone scan their own boarding pass? This just seems like an arbitrary rule imposed arbitrarily. I hope this person sues. So if I bring my 1-year-old on a flight, is he supposed to do it by himself? Oh my goodness. I hate this. I hate this for this woman. I hate this for this woman. Well, once again, these are the realities of, this the dark side of autism. Then, these parents don't want to really talk about with their kids. All right, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, man. Let's continue. It's not funny, but it's funny. So let's go here. The origins of the Natasha doll. The origins of the Natasha doll.
In schools across China. Sales have recently skyrocketed, but unlike most viral toys, people aren't buying it to play with it gently, and they're not keeping it as a pristine collector's item either. Instead, they've been creating videos of it being thrown, stabbed with needles, filled with water, or otherwise messed with. It first took off in March. A content creator from Chaoshan named Cai Dabo was constantly being pressured by family members to get married, so he purchased a doll and named it Natasha. In Chaoshan dialect, Natasha sounds like trash can. Then he began dressing it up, taking it to parks, and making videos about everyday life with the doll. Then his mother grabbed the doll and threw it on the ground, and he yelled, "Natasha!" And the clip went viral. Other people started buying the doll and creating their own Natasha videos, some taking the joke in increasingly extreme directions. As more and more people posted their Natasha videos, sales exploded. It's tough to know how many, but one online store sold 2 versions of the toy, with the higher priced version showing more than 10,000 sales. But not everybody posting Natasha videos was abusing it. Some treated her just fine. Still, teachers noticed that many students had begun imitating the violent actions seen online. In order to help students develop healthy behaviors, schools across multiple provinces banned students from bringing Natasha dolls onto school grounds. A toy named Natasha...
Okay, interesting. So the kiddos over here are into Neatos. You don't know what a Neato is. You don't have any kids or young kids. Neatos and like the squishy butter. They're like fake butter, fake margarine, but it's squishy. They're all the rage. They're all sold out. Okay, real quick. New York is not a real place. New York is not real. This is a goddamn CTA worker, y'all. I cannot with New York right now. What is this? He's a CTA worker. New York is not real. Do you understand me? It's not real. He's getting it though. He's getting it though. Okay, I know, super random. Oh, you know what? More autism. Look here, this mother crashed out. Florida mother arrested after leaving her 5-year-old autistic son home alone during 8-hour work shift. Interesting.
Hi!
They're searching the house again. You could find anyone in there.
What you doing? Hi! Hello! What's your name?
He's not a fucking dog.
Oh, yay!
Oh, she's talking to him like he's a dog.
No. Why are you worried about your driver's license when you should be worried about your kid?
Right.
So why are you yelling at me? No, I am. I'm a mom, and you should be focusing on your kid, not your driver's license right now.
Okay, I know. Y'all hold it together. Y'all. Hold it. Let's go here. Dementia patients. This was kind of scary. Like, for real. Like, I was like, oh, wait. This shit just got real.
What did you say? You heard me. Say it again. What are you doing? Back up. I'm gonna call the police.
Go ahead and call them.
Back up.
I own this house, you
Back,
stupid
you,
bitch.
you back.
And you don't get to kill me.
You back away from me now.
You cannot get aggressive like this. You have to go sit down in that chair, Miss Betsy. Back up.
I own this house.
Back up.
It's time for you to die.
I'm gonna call the police.
You do that.
I am. What did you say?
Wow. But this is what happens when you're dealing with dementia patients, man. Uh-oh. Why? Why is Ben Franklin being so mean? Girl, stop. This is every 5 minutes at the nursing home. You have to play along with them. This is totally unnecessary. Doing this with a dementia patient like you're some type of victim. This comes with the effing job. What? I would have laughed her ass out. Girl, this is your house, but ain't nobody visiting. Why you think they sent me? Now stop trying to tussle and let's sit down and watch Golden Girls. I'm not arguing with you or your demons. Afraid of an old dementia lady is crazy work. This is normal day. Every 5 minutes in the caretaker mental behavioral health field. This is not for you. Oh my God. What is this? I work in an ER. This happens to me almost every week and it's nothing new. If someone filmed my grandma who was suffering with dementia and posted it online, I would sue the shit out of them. If you feel unsafe, speak to a supervisor or don't work with the aged. She's suffering from a condition properly dementia. Be easy. I'm going to call the police means I'm not properly trained to deal with people with dementia. Get her an aide that's a little bit more compassionate and understanding. This is unbelievable that a healthcare worker who's supposed to be trained to work with patients is actually provoking a patient and filming it. This is wrong on so many levels. This is someone's family member. Then why don't you, okay, I hear y'all. Well, how come the family ain't dealing with it then? Where's her family? Why are you hiring Boom Quisha to watch Mima? Why are you hiring Boom Quisha to watch Mima? Can't have it both ways. Thank you for being a friend. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Girl, give her some melatonin. The old lady is not the issue here. Damn it, I'm too childish for a job like this. Okay. She said it's time for you to die. I would have yelled so damn loud. My humor too dark for this. As an HHA who's been doing this for 3 years, this is not how you handle a dementia care patient. You cannot take what dementia people say at heart, especially if it's offensive. They're not all there. Reacting defensively and aggressively are more prone to dementia patients being aggressive because you're challenging them. I'm a caregiver and deal with this all the time. Instead of recording, she should have informed her supervisor what was going on, then left the premise instead of recording and posting her online for views. She clearly wanted that lady to react again, so she put the camera in her face to ask her what was already said. My friend recently got a CNA job with a certain race of family. On the very first day, she overheard the wife, who she's there to aid, telling her husband that she didn't expect him to send a colored girl to take care of her. Oh, okay. Girl, I would have spoke up and said, we're the only ones left. All the white ones burnt up in the sunlight like the vampires that they are. News report says we're in Revelations and God is a black woman. So are you going to eat your applesauce or not? I can't. Nothing like a sassy woman that works in the medical field. I worked in an assisted living facility when I was young. An older man who had previously had a stroke and was suffering from dementia hated Hispanics. He was Portuguese. The head nurse told me to never tell him I was Mexican because then he would become irate. So I told him I was Portuguese. It was the first thing he asked me too. Mean old man, but I'm pretty sure the stroke caused it. Old people can be racist as hell. They grew up in a different time. Okay. They always act like that, even in their time of need, and wonder why they suffering. I gladly be happy hell, one less patient to deal with. I had an older white woman tell me she was glad they sent a Negro because she knew how to take care of people. I told her I left something in my car and never went back. Told the office what happened and never went back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Shout out to the women, the black women that do this shit. Okay, let's go here. Knicks fans. Actor Ben Stiller ignited a fan backlash after revealing on live television that he receives complimentary courtside tickets from the New York Knicks for the NBA Finals. During a pregame for interview on TNT's Inside the NBA, Charles Barkley praised Stiller for being a dedicated long-term fan and asked how many years he had been a season ticket holder. Stiller shocked the crew by replying, "I don't have a season ticket. I just get the tickets. The celebrities, the Knicks, give us the tickets." When a stunned Barkley told him stop lying, Stiller doubled down, admitting he could not even afford front row season tickets himself. Ben Stiller can't afford it? What? How much? Ben Stiller can't afford front row Knicks tickets? This man's worth $200 million. His films generate $6 billion at the worldwide box office. This man's worth $200 million. Well, that's Eugene. Okay, man. You know what they say about them people. You know what they say about them people, right? I mean, he could not even afford front row season tickets himself. Oh my. Okay. I guess, man. I guess. Them people always gonna be them people. Let's go here. Bonquisha went to St. Peter's Basilica and just listen, black fatigue is real. So let's take a look what happened, y'all. You can almost guess what happened. Let's go.
Above and there's no other. Why? That's why I'm supposed to say. So can I do it outside? Jesus is the answer for the world today. Just 1 minute. Sorry, guys. Above and there's no other. Jesus is the way. I'm going now. You have a beautiful voice.
Why?
No worries. I'm going now.
Why?
Yes.
Why? Why must the nigger gene follow you wherever you go? Ma'am, you went to the whole Vatican to do this? To get kicked? This was a life goal? Was this on your bucket list? Always offended, never ashamed. Obviously American. Attention is the new crack. Performative Christianity is exhausting. Me energy so tiring. Let me guess, American. Okay. They are not educated to the culture of no. Okay. Why do I feel even Jesus want her outside? Uh-oh. Somebody said, imagine a society without them. It would be pretty boring, let's be honest. Okay? It would be pretty boring. Nothing but proving stereotypes correct. Nothing but attention seeking. I have nothing to say. No pushback. Okay. Read the room, sis. Hey. Americans, say no more. Okay. Why do some people always think they are special, or they deserve more privileges than others, or that they are above? You mean like white people? Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. Why is it so hard to follow the rules? Okay. I'm not going to say it. Okay. First overseas trip for mama. Okay. Okay. I get it, man. Who sings a Baptist song in a Roman Catholic church? Your ignorance is astounding. Wow. Wow. Okay. 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 Hey man, I'm just here to present the information. Oh, let's go here. Uh-oh. Don't get mad at me. A popular elderly woman known for selling akara and bread has been caught red-handed. She was mixing human stool with her beans batter to fry the akara she sells to the public. Chad, I can't make this shit up. They beating this woman all in the head. I cannot make this up.
Open that shit.
Out.
You know what? Open that shit. Open that shit. Open that shit. Open that.
Child. Why? Okay. That's enough. That's enough. Look at this. She been selling it all this time and y'all liked it. Leave her alone. It must be good because it seemed like everybody had a bowl. Oh, no. I can't. I can't right now. The guy shouting, please. I'm so sorry. The pain in the cameraman's voice. Oh. Okay. Should I be laughing or pray my enemies for victims of eating such? Okay. So y'all food ain't smell like baby, she be a puddle on and in the ground. She did that shit here in Texas. Oh my God. Okay. Hey man, listen. I'm just here to play the projector. Let's go here. Five Guys, a restaurant employee, brain dead after getting attacked by angry customers in New York. Y'all be doing the most, man. New York is not real. Look what y'all done did to this young man.
You Gucci gang. You Gucci gang. Ow!
Look at this shit here. Are these a bunch of Carmelos? Are these a bunch of Carmelos?
Oh, they killing him!
Oh no. Yeah, that's not cool. But this man's brain dead now. Okay, man. Who the fuck is emailing me? Who is this? Andrew Morgan. What do you want, Andrew Morgan? Let's continue. Let's get educated. Let's go.
Who was that guy always sitting next to him? That's Al Palagonia. On the surface, he's Spike Lee's longtime courtside friend, but his actual story goes way deeper. Wall Street, Hollywood, private jets, pro athletes, and the hidden economy of celebrity access. In the 1990s, Patagonia was a major broker at D.H. Blair, a Wall Street firm that later became infamous after securities fraud cases and regulatory scrutiny. Patagonia himself was convicted in a securities fraud case and barred from the brokerage business. For most people, that's the end of the story. For Al Patagonia, it was basically Act 1. He became part of Spike Lee's circle, appearing in films like He Got Game, Summer of Sam, and 25th Hour.
Oh, that's him. Holy cow.
In He Got Game, he plays a flashy sports agent trying to lure a basketball star with money, luxury, and access, which is almost too perfect because that became the world he actually built a business in. In 2008, Patagonia co-founded Apollo Jets, a private aviation company designed for the people who don't just watch sports and entertainment, they move inside it. Apollo Jets grew into a major charter broker serving Fortune 500 executives, money managers, celebrities, athletes, and even sports teams. Its public client orbit has included names like Shaquille O'Neal and Spike Lee. And that's the key to understanding Al. He wasn't just selling private flights. He was selling access, trust, speed, and proximity, the kind of service where a star needs to get from a playoff game to a business meeting to a charity event to a film set, and one phone call makes it happen. By 2021, Apollo Jets had become influential enough that Vista Global acquired it and folded it into XO, one of the biggest names in private aviation. So when you see Al Patagonia next to Spike Lee at Knicks games, you're not just seeing a random courtside regular. He's a New York character, part Wall Street cautionary tale, part Hollywood side character, part private jet power broker, and according to him, a lifelong Knicks fan. You know.
Okay. I'm always up for learning. Okay, I'm always up for learning. Let's go here. In light of the Raymond Chow, let's boycott Asian businesses. This is a reality for black folk. Let's go.
I tried to boycott Asian businesses, but I couldn't. I went and got my nails done by them yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Because number one, we're not set up for this. Black businesses aren't set up for this. Number two, salon suites are everywhere. You got to book out, and it was 2 weeks for her to see me and everything like that, which is good for her because it's good for business. But I needed my nails done yesterday. Number two, everybody's going to continue to have salon suites because they don't get along with each other. You don't never see a healthy work environment with 4 or 5 stylists in one salon and they all get along. That's why everybody went to salon suites. And if you think about it, people who do nails and hair, they don't even like their customers. they act like they don't even like us. All these rules and regulations you got to follow before getting there. Have your hair washed, have it blow dried. She's not working over somebody else's work. When it comes to the nails, I'm not soaking off somebody else's nails. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. They don't like customers. They don't like each other. It's rare that a salon or a nail place full of black women works in a healthy environment. They're not going to do that. So we're not set up for this boycott. We need them. Honestly, we need them. Like, what are we going to do? Book 2 weeks out in advance? There's no convenience when it comes to the nail techs in my area. So I don't know, y'all. Good luck. I gotta go to the Asians. And what about I gotta take my braids out soon. Where am I gonna get the hair? From you that got it from the Asians?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? We need a real plan, one that's gonna work.
Whoa. Okay. I'm just saying, man. Is she right? Does she have a point? Let's go here. Matter of fact, more black women. This was pretty painful to watch, but a lot of young men are going through this. Y'all's red pill is not working. Okay, the red pill that y'all spend hours upon hours beating young men over the head with is not working. Let's go.
Every bitch is gonna come up off. That's common sense. A nigga trying to help you with your shit, you got attitude. That's what a problem is. That's what a problem is. That's what the problem is. Hey, this is supporting me. This is supporting me. Nigga, you started with me.
Where's the red pill for this young man at? How long is it gonna take for him to leave this one alone?
put that shit.
I didn't say shit to you.
Bro.
The fuck?
Do you mind
I
putting it
don't
down?
care your police ass. I don't give
Well,
a
don't
fuck.
break my shit.
Nigga, this is a handle.
Don't
This
break
shit
my
not
shit.
breaking.
Don't break my
Dumbass
shit.
nigga.
Don't break my shit.
Mm.
Mama, if y'all had a nigga that was doing anything y'all wanted to fucking do,
Hey, but before you comment on her behavior, that's what he liked. Because if this were in the reverse, the first thing we're saying, well, that's what she likes. So this is what he likes.
for you, my nigga, y'all bitches would not have no fucking attitude, my nigga. That's why I'm fucking tripping. Cause motherfuckers got an attitude for no fucking reason, my nigga. Point blank, period. If y'all bitches had a nigga right on y'all phone that's gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do at any time, you would not have it.
My man G is falling off his damn jersey.
Fucking attitude, gang. Point blank, period, bro. Yeah, we still going.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
He's right. I know I'm right.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
I know I'm right.
You got it.
I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
Look, she got a little body to her too. You know what I'm saying? Got a little sassy mouth. I'm just saying.
I know I'm right.
You see how you keep going? I said, let's go. Let's finish that shit I'm talking about.
I'm
Let's
not
go.
doing
Let's go.
Okay.
Shit.
Uh oh.
Who are you talking to? Who you talking to?
Somebody hit somebody. Something happened.
Who are you talking to?
So you gonna put your hands on me?
Let me go home and find
You just hit me in my shit. I'm saying you hit me in my shit. 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 You just threw a ball in my face. Niggas is, bro. I am dealing with bullshit. Nigga, give whatever you want and you just put those fucking hands on me, my nigga. They not fighting. She fighting. She hit me, nigga. Stop.
Whew.
Like, hold niggas accountable for they act.
Listen, that red pill thing is not working. I'm sorry. It's a myth. It's a fallacy. It's not working.
Nigga, fuck is you talking about, nigga? You do whatever you want and you still acting like a fucking dickhead. You the problem, nigga.
Hey, look. She got a little frame on her though. She got a little frame on her, man. She lucky she wasn't North Philly.
Nobody was cutting her out, nigga. She been having attitude the whole fucking time, nigga. She been having attitude for no fucking reason, nigga. I want in when you leave. I want in when you leave. No. What you put your hands on me. No, I gotta document it. You need to chill out.
No, you need to go live on TikTok. You need to go live on TikTok. If you want to document some shit, you need to go live on TikTok.
Back up.
But in my stream. In my stream.
I'm in it when you leave.
No, in my stream now. In my stream now.
When you leave.
In my stream.
You cannot
now.
do what you're
I
doing.
don't give a fuck.
Okay.
In my stream
Okay,
now.
you can't do what you're
in
doing.
my stream
No.
now. End it now.
No.
End it now.
No.
End it now.
I told you
In my
no.
shit now.
Man, listen. It looks like at any moment they would just madly kiss each other. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there. If you, most of us, a lot of us have been here before. A lot of us have been here. Uh-oh.
Bro, give me my fucking phone, bro.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I didn't see that coming. Okay. A few of us have been here. Have been here. He on camera. He would have to put it. Man, put it in a rear naked choke and put her to sleep. Nick, thank you for the 5. I'm old enough to remember when girls done their own nails and hair or each other's. These modern B-dubs are not the same B-dubs I grew with. Not even close. I agree. You just gotta treat him as such. All right. I know he did an update stream on it. It was pretty long. I don't feel like going through it though. What was his name? LaMike. Let's see what he had to say afterwards. LaMike. Is he still with the woman? I want to know if he's still with the woman. Look at this. Funny Mike told LaMike, you already dumped. Didn't she leave you, nigga? Oh, LaMike must not know women for real. It don't even matter if you get them everything you want. They still gonna find something to nag about, man. Oh, here we go. This was back in March 5th. This is March 15th. This is what he likes, y'all.
You post the Mace video, nigga. What the fuck?
Nigga, fuck out my face, bro. Who is you yelling at? Fuck out my face. Who are you yelling at? Who are you yelling at?
Go and give him a kiss.
Who you yelling at though? Don't stop
Ooh.
in front of them. Who the fuck is you yelling at? You better call your motherfucking mind because you done lost it. Don't fucking yell at me.
Bruh, you abusive.
Shut the fuck up then. You been poking at me this whole motherfucking time. Then I didn't react.
loose in your motherfucking mouth shut.
Is this Tiana Taylor?
Fuck you. You annoying.
Annoying as fuck, bro.
Fuck right.
Why the fuck you supposed to?
Okay, I'm just. Wait. I have one question. Who is that? Who is that? I just want to know who that is. Research purposes, of course. Okay. The mic has a history of Okay, so this is what she said. What happened?
How the fuck am I a gold digger and I'm a leech? And nigga, you was going broke not too long ago. And I was finna let your ass move in this motherfucker until you got back on your feet, but you're not gonna tell the internet that. You're not gonna tell the internet how I stayed down, nigga. No, he let these people run off with these motherfucking, run off with these allegations and shit like as if I'm a gold digger and I'm a leech and shit like that. But nigga, I stayed down. When you went flat.
Oh shit! Hey, Carrie, it's a lot. It's a lot that took place. Channel got hacked, and so I gotta redo everybody's wrenches and stuff. So I've been going through a lot. But hey, welcome back. How you doing? You good? You good?
When you went broke, when you stopped posting and shit, everybody stopped fucking with you.
Uh-oh.
But me, I was there. I'm the one that stayed there. Fuck is we talking about? But I'm such a gold digger. I'm such this. I'm such that. That's why I became so mad. Like, nigga, how the fuck could you do me? How could you do me that? How could you do me anything? And I'm the motherfucker that stayed. The people. When I first met Mike. When I first met Mike, it was so many niggas around him.
Okay.
Like, it was so many niggas around Mike. It was like, I'm talking about coming in and out. It was so many. He had so many friends. Soon as Mike went flat, and soon as Mike stopped dropping, soon as Mike got out of motion, Mike ain't had nobody to call. Mike ain't have nobody to talk to. Mike best friend left him for dead. Swear to God, I wouldn't even answer his phone calls. But he had me. I was that shoulder to fucking cry on. So I don't like when people be like, "Oh, you a gold digger, you a leech, you a this, you a that." Nigga, how? And then he stayed trying to bring up, "Oh, well, you cheated on me, nigga. I cheated back, and nigga, I went on a sushi date. A sushi date compared to your 20, 30 hoes you fucking on me, nigga. You stupid." Fuck is we talking about? I should have did that. That's what I should have did. I should have did way more than that. I should have did so much shit, but I didn't because I got a conscience at the end of the day. Even if my motherfucker do me wrong, I can't do them the same shit they did me. I can't do it. I just can't do that shit. I'm sorry. Right? He don't like when people get on here and bash him, but he'll record me crashing out and be like, "Oh, women don't take accountability for nothing." No, nigga, what happened? Let's get the whole story.
Okay, come on.
What happened? Take to the chin, take to the chin, take to the chin. Keep your head up. Just
I hate sushi. Because I had a bad experience with wasabi sauce. No one, what years ago I went to go get sushi, and I dipped it in the sauce, and everybody neglected to tell me how hot wasabi sauce is, and my dumb ass was like, "Oh, okay, let's try it in the sauce," and I haven't had sushi since then. So I got wasabi sauce PTSD. But come on.
It's so much shit before your shit start caving in and you just fall down to the ground.
Is she capping?
Like, y'all, don't be like me. Don't bottle everything up. I'm probably gonna clip this.
Okay, come on.
Don't put this. Don't bottle everything up and then just crash. That's exactly what the fuck I be doing. Y'all be thinking, "Oh, she do so much." Baby, that crash is not because of that situation. That crash is not because of that situation. That crash is because of so much shit I done bottled up, and now it's finally out. Now it looks like I'm crashing for nothing, but I'm not.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
I'm not a bad person.
Yeah, man. No one told me it was that hot, man. I just like, and then I can't do hot foods anyway, because whatever.
Motherfuckers be fucking with me. People hate on me. I don't think we need no couples therapy. I just think we need to leave each other alone and actually leave each other alone.
Okay, there you go.
Or like one of us needs to, like, both of us need to work on ourselves and then try to come back together. But if that's meant to be, it'll happen. But as for right now, we just need to leave each other alone.
Okay,
I'm definitely gonna pray because it's nothing to go out and get another rich nigga. It's nothing. And I'm not even being cocky. It's nothing to go out and get another rich nigga. It's nothing to go out and get a nigga to spend money on you. But I know these niggas don't love me. I know these niggas just want to fuck. I know the game already. Why you think I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. Why do you think I'm sitting here staying with this man that I know love me, but it's a toxic type of love? It's also my favorite. I mean, my first relationship. It's also like my first everything. It's also first. Mind you, it's nothing to go over here.
Okay.
But I don't want to go over there. I gotta realize I'm a fucking teenager. And I'm not a hoe. I don't be wanting to sleeping around with all these niggas. I don't want to link with all these niggas. So all these niggas say, oh, I didn't link with her. No, I'm not the type to have a nigga say they didn't.
Okay, you know what? She got some sense. She's just in a toxic. She just had to find better ways to express her anger, because this is not it. Yeah, she gotta find better ways to express her anger. This is what he had to say.
Yo, single Mike back in the fucking building. Y'all spam up W's in the motherfucking chat. I'm gonna tell y'all what we about to do. You feel me? Thought you went to her crib. I did went to her crib. I just left. But we back outside and we back on these bitches, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? I'm outside, nigga. I'm on demon time, nigga. After she hit me dead in my shit yesterday, it woke me the fuck up. Nigga said I need to woke up. I woke the fuck up, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I'm flying out 2 bitches tonight, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. No cap, nigga. That's no cap. That's no rap cap. That's no rap cap. Yes, I'm single, nigga. Yes, I'm single, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Then as I'm leaving out the door, she tried to block a nigga from leaving out the door. Then she goes like, all right, you know what? You was a whole last night, just leave. Nigga, I left. I got shit to motherfucking do, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm outside, nigga. Nigga, gotta stop playing with me. I'm tatted up. I'm sexy. I'm feeling good. I look good. I fuck good. I smell good. Pull up. And I just sent a bad bitch a line this morning, nigga. I feel great.
Oh my God. These young people, listen.
Yo, single Mike.
These young people, y'all, you gotta let them have their moment, man. You gotta let them have their moment. MJ Hines, thank you for the chew. The more you show, I agree. Cut off the internet. Yes. This why I watch who my daughter. Man, it's paramount. Okay. She's pretty feisty. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I didn't see this. Okay, they're both toxic for different reasons. So let's see what happened here.
Let me go through your shit.
Let me go through my shit like a runner bag.
I text a bitch in your face.
Stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing with me, Mike. Stop fucking playing with me. Text her. Text who on my fucking face. Text who on my fucking face.
So you gonna
now we finna turn up.
Oh. Listen, I know she can throw down in bed. I know she's a hellion. That's why he kept going back, because she a hellion. Oh, she maced him.
What you say? You was gonna get you you said I was basic, you gonna get you a rich bitch, huh?
She maced him.
I got no mace like I had. Nah, this is crazy.
What is this?
Mike, if you don't stop.
What is this?
What you say?
Yo, she maced him. Oh my God. What is this? Oh, let's go here.
I finished the day, whoop-de-doo, and
I went to the car, y'all smoked, and what else?
Okay, and that's our business. I would have said it if I wanted to know.
Ooh, don't do that.
Went to the car, whoop-de-doo, and I went home. But I was just like, I told my mama to put him on me, and I said, "Fake, wake me up." So she came to the room and she did that, and then we got on the phone. Me and Mike went to sleep on the phone that night.
What? That night?
Can I?
I finished the day.
This is my new favorite little toxic couple, y'all. This card declined twice.
It declined? Alright, hold on. Alright.
I can do a different.
No, it's fine. Wrong
Why
card.
are you making it a big deal? You embarrassing me.
Bro, why is my shit declining, bro? Like,
Michael, dead ass serious, bro. I'm about to walk out.
I got you.
Stop doing that.
Wow. Yeah, this is my new favorite little toxic couple right here, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna keep my eyes on them. They'll be back together again. Please do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not here, why are you here? Just hit the like button. Okay, let's go here. This is the sketch that got Damon Wayans fired from Saturday Night Live. This is my first time watching it, so let's go over it together. The SNL sketch that got Damon Wayans fired mid-season was this Mr. Monopoly sketch where Wayans decided before the show went live to play his cop character as flamboyantly gay. Wayans later said that Eddie Murphy previously warned him he better come up with his own sketch ideas or the other writers were going to write him as a stereotypical black characters. Everything Eddie said came true. As for why Wayans chose this particular moment to rebel, he said, I snapped. I just did not care. I purposely did that because I wanted Lorne Michaels to fire me. Which host Griffin Dunn said he saw occur literally right after they all walked off stage. Okay, let's go here. That wasn't bad. I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah, okay. I didn't think it was that bad. The get out of jail free card. That was shit. Okay. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Let's go here. Let's talk politics, urban politics. I hate to say it. Well, no. Y'all hate for me to say it. Protect DJ Academics. Protect DJ Academics. Here's why. This young man is, he's on top of it. This young man's a problem.
Democrats are trying to use, and Jay-Z's trying to position himself like how Diddy did with the Democrats years ago, where they could look at him and say, if we got this guy on our side, we got all the black people. We got all the, the hip hop people. And Jay-Z and Rock Nation are trying to set themselves up with that. By the way, this should sound familiar. That's kind of their role with the NFL. I know they make the Super Bowl and shit, or the halftime show, but literally, they got Jay-Z in there to stop people from kneeling and doing all these other stuff that was fucking up the money. We even seen in the Epstein files in one of the leaked emails, they said people don't riot because we got Jay-Z. So what I'm hearing is that as we're about to exit this Trump era, the Democrats are kind of like trying to build what they need. And if you guys don't remember when Kamala Harris was running, we had Meg Thee Stallion that popped out. How ironic. Beyonce that popped out. These are the people that popped out, by the way, both Rock Nation, to kind of use their celebrity influence to sway the votes. I'm hearing that's about to happen again. I'm hearing that Jay-Z is the person. So Rock Nation and the Democrats are going to try to, Rock Nation's going to be like these are the people that know the inner community, right? The inner cities. And they're going to help get the black vote for the Democrats, right? Now you might be saying, what does that got to do with you? Because I know, what does that have to do with me? Well, apparently, in trying to undo some of what they feel is social media damage to not only Jay-Z's reputation, but also in, if you don't know what happened last time in the election, most podcasts and most, social media channels, they actually went for Trump, not Biden. So a lot of people thought Trump did Trump did an amazing job at reaching out to those outlets. Remember, he did streams with Aiden Ross. Yeah. He did Nelk. He did Flagrant.
At the behest of Barron. Barron was the one that told his dad, hey, social media is the way, but come on.
2, which is a podcast. And the Democrats are trying to overcome that. They're supposedly trying to use Jay-Z and Rock Nation. I'm going to tell you how Charlemagne supposedly comes in. And again, this is a theory, but I do want to put a challenge out to Charlemagne. So they're supposed to do that. And in one of the ways of how they're trying to do it is not only try to fix the reputation of Jay-Z, who, by the way, he's been going through the slaughterhouse recently and for the last year for many allegations and a lot of talk about him being disingenuous, but also they want to try to supposedly reverse the effect of what they feel is some of these entities that move the needle in the opposite direction for Trump. Now, even then, you might be saying, but what does it have to do with you? Because, I think last year for Trump, or whenever Trump got elected, he even gave shout-outs to these people. He said Nelk. He said Aiden Ross. I don't know if he gave it up to Flagrant, but, he definitely shouted out Rogan. Apparently, because Jay-Z is going to be in the nigga section, he is also actively trying to make sure any opposing voices, that's why they keep saying, I'm, political. That's why they keep saying, I'm, a Republican, right? They're trying to neutralize the voices and platforms of people they feel are going to go up against it's Rock Nation Super Bowl all over again, except it's going to be Rock Nation in politics. Now, this would explain a lot to me. When Charlemagne came to me and he told me whatever, he kept saying this is more than hip hop. Because I kept thinking, why are so many people just jealous of like Drake? He said, nah, it's bigger than that. He kept saying there's politicians. We heard the other guy, Jeremy, he said politics. So it seems like politics is at play here. But here's the problem. The guys who are accusing me of being a ploy or being a pawn or being some type of arm politically for people, I don't have no political aspirations, and I'm not working with nobody politically, and I don't care about, if I have an opinion, I'll just say it, but I don't care. I don't want to interview a politician. I don't really give a fuck about shit like that. Now, unless you're cool like Trump, like I just fuck with Trump. I would interview Trump. But like Gavin Newsom, like fucking JD Vance, I'm cool. Like, I'm good. I don't need to talk to them type of niggas. So here's the thing. This is what I was told. They say as the months ramp up in the next 2 years, Rock Nation is going to align with the Democrats in bigger ways that will be announced. And supposedly, Charlemagne will be a part of that effort. Supposedly, I don't know in what capacity, but we've seen Charlemagne seemingly have some political aspirations. He talks politics. And that would make sense why we're kind of seeing some of this stuff. Right? Now, I don't know. Maybe what I heard is bullshit.
That Jessica situation is coming back to haunt him. So now the whole Jessica thing has reared its ugly head. There are people wanting to relaunch an investigation into Charlemagne and Jessica and whatever the case may be. So it's gonna be bad timing for Charlemagne, because that whole whatever happened between him and her is starting to resurface again. But let's continue.
Maybe what I heard is bullshit. But I would like to put this offer out there. And I think it won't be received or acknowledged or accepted. I don't, me or my platforms, we don't give a fuck about politics like that. I'm wondering if Charlemagne could say the same. As the months near this election, how about we both stay out? I don't want to talk. I'll keep my opinion on. We hip hop, right? If we're hip hop, I'm down. I don't want to be in politics. We could just hammer it out. Not me. Just like we could get on these microphones and speak about culture and everything but politics. But I have a sneaky suspicion that I don't think he could. And it's not attacking Charlemagne. This is me actually looking at this to say, this kind of makes some sense. If y'all are looking at me as the only opposing voice that would be potentially leaning towards Trump or whatever, y'all like, we have to neutralize him and his cohorts, because later on, when our pockets are getting lined with golden cash by the Democrats who are going to come to us to say, hey, you know what niggas like, get them to like us Democrats. Wouldn't it be very disingenuous, y'all chat, if I looked up later on and I see Charlemagne speaking at any of these political shit, or I see Jay-Z?
Ack is on point. Protect DJ Academics. He's on point. He's on point. Speaking of Gavin Newsom, he's under investigation for what I don't know. What exactly is he under investigation for? This shit is his own soap opera.
Welcome back to the Takeout. Same conversation corner, just different chair. California Governor Gavin Newsom, he's a Democrat, said the Justice Department, the Trump Justice Department, is now investigating him. Newsom said there's no crime. Times being what they are, he did release a social media video. Here's an excerpt.
Donald Trump isn't just coming after me because of my mean tweets. He's coming after me because I'm considering running for president, because he hates that I consistently...
Didn't somebody... Wait. What year is this? What year did I say Gavin was gonna... When did I first say Gavin? When did I say this again? Oh my gosh. Whoo. Listen, I know what I be talking about. What? How long did I say this man was gonna run for president? Nah, Sly, nah, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, I don't get offended if you don't think I know what I'm talking about. It doesn't offend me at all. At all. Because half the time when I say things, it sounds so far-fetched. And I'm just like, I understand. It takes time, right? We got to wait for the tea leaves to, and the chicken bones have to line up and... Woo. All right, look at God. Look at God. Let's continue.
Called him out over and over again for his lies and deceit. Donald Trump is simply the most corrupt president in American history.
CBS News investigative correspondent Julie Watts joins me now with more. What do we know, if anything, about this investigation, Julie?
Well, we don't know a whole lot yet, Major. We reached out, obviously, to the governor's office, who just referred us back to that video, which, interestingly, you called it a social media video, but it sure does look like a press conference, doesn't it? Looks very official. What we know is that sources telling CBS News that
long time
there
ago,
are two investigations, one into Jennifer Steele Newsom's taxes. That, of course, is his wife. And there have long been sort of discussions, public discussions, and reporting on how some of Newsom's biggest donors, corporate entities like PG&E, are donors to her nonprofits. That's not uncommon in California politics. A lot of spouses of politicians have nonprofits that are funded by these types of sort of supporters, political supporters. And then the other investigation, we're told, it has to do with Dana Williamson, or some connection to Dana Williamson. That is the governor's former chief of staff, who just pled guilty to federal charges related to conspiring to steal money, or funnel funds, I shouldn't say steal money, but funnel funds from former HHS Secretary Javier Becerra's dormant campaign fund.
The same Javier Becerra that's basically in the lead, or will end up being the next governor of California. Same Javier Becerra on two different occasions had monies missing, right? His chief of staff, and Javier's like, I didn't know he was stealing. That's why I said the entire governor race, all candidates were trash. I voted for none of them. I didn't cast a vote for the governor, the race of governor. They're all trash. I guess maybe Matt Mahan, but they're all trash. All of them, from top to bottom. Gee. What are you supposed to do as a voter if all the candidates presented before you are all flawed, heavily problematic, and will not, and have no mean the state no good in the long term? You can see all the red flags that come with each and every one of these candidates. What, as a voter, am I supposed to do? I didn't vote for none of them. They're all bums, all of them. All that lesser of two evils is bullshit. I'd rather just not waste my time.
And both she and his then chief of staff were charged federally. Both have pled guilty to different.
They have nobody else, Big J. There's nobody else. Newsom is the guy. He's the guy. He's the guy. Take my word for it. Trust me. He's going to get a ton of money. Gavin Newsom's going to bring in a ton of fucking campaign money. Are you kidding me? I keep trying to tell y'all, this man 6'3", 6'4". He talk crazy to Trump. He fucks on women. Like, what are we? Okay. Okay. These are the same reasons I said why. And then it was like, okay. All right. He's a fucking rock star, man. He's a political rock star. You put him in a room with Vance and Rubio and Brashear. He owns the place. He owns the place. But come on.
Charges related to that. We are told, though, that initially, talking both with folks who are familiar with that investigation early on, that initially the DOJ was reaching out to Williamson, sort of looking into Newsom, and he even said publicly, or several people have said publicly, that because they couldn't find anything on Newsom.
Listen, I'll tell you the ultimate undefeatable ticket for the Democrats. If I could snap my fingers, it would be Newsom and Pritzker. They would clear the house. They would clear the room. A ticket with Newsom and J.B. Pritzker would clear the room. Nobody would touch them. Nobody could touch them. Nobody could beat them. Nobody. Pritzker and Newsom on a ticket. It's lights out. They're the road warriors. It's lights out. That would be my dream ticket if we're gonna do this. I mean, really, really do this. Yeah, you put Pritzker on that ticket. It's lights out, man. It's lights out. But this is all for speculation, all conjecture. You know, the theory of it, the what if. That would be my what if team. They would clear out anybody you put in front of them. Hands down. Let's go.
They then turned on Dana Williamson, his chief of staff, and Javier Becerra's chief of staff. Javier Becerra was not indicted on any of those charges. He, of course, is the front runner right now for California governor to replace Governor Newsom.
And Julie, you mentioned the look of that video. It was 5 minutes long, and the governor said something he has been coy about previously, like he would think about or look into. He basically said, I'm considering running for president. To my ear, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the most definitive he's been.
I think that is probably the most definitive he has been. I mean, it's really difficult, right? California media, we all know he's running. We've all known for a long time. So you sort of do everything through a certain filter. I will say one of my favorite print reporters, Emily Hoven, she is at the Chronicle now, formerly at Cal Matters. She tweeted that and said, well, I guess it's official. He's running. So certainly a lot of folks in the California sort of journalism sphere feel like this was his official announcement.
And very quickly, Julie, he wants the Justice Department to come after him because he wants to continue to portray himself as a fighter against what Trump represents politically and judicially.
Exactly. And people will rally around him just based on that alone. But let's continue.
I can't speak for the governor, but were I advising him, I would certainly say it is good for him to have Trump attacking him. Yeah. He wants his name coming out of Trump's mouth as much as possible. It's great for a presidential run.
I don't know nothing. I know nothing. I know nothing. I know nothing. Okay. Once again, this is a wholly random show, just super random stuff. I have no real format. So let's go here. DJ ASAP and his wife turned down a 10-year plea deal, and they're about to do 40 years in the feds, y'all. Him and his wife about to do 40 years in the goddamn feds. They about to do 40 years in damn federal prison. Jesus Christ. Don't let your wife do 40 years, man. You just take the hit. And
North Texas has been convicted in connection with a multi-million-dollar pyramid scheme. Marlon and LaShonda Moore are accused of defrauding more than 10,000 people during the pandemic, to the tune of $25 million.
Yes, this is a story that our Meredith Yeomans first brought you back in 2021. Tonight, she has the update.
Marlon and LaShonda Moore appeared in a Collin County courtroom 4 years ago.
I mean, Collin County is getting all over the place, huh? They prosecute every fucking body.
Civil charges filed by the Texas Attorney General's office.
No comment at this time.
The case ended with a $10 million judgment against them. Now the couple, accused of running a pyramid scheme out of their Prosper home, has been criminally convicted in federal court.
And we were just played. We were played with our feelings. We were promised the money. We didn't get it.
Rosetta Fleming says she and her husband invested more than $6,000 with the Moores, were guaranteed returns on their investment, and promised refunds if they weren't satisfied.
We didn't look at it as like it was a gamble. We look at it like it was something out there that could help us, pay the bills, feed our children.
Through the program called BINT, or Blessings in No Time, she says members were organized on playing boards and were told they'd be blessed or paid for recruiting new members at each level. But Fleming says she never received a dime or the refund they requested.
They were African Americans as well. And they were taking advantage of us.
In a federal indictment, the Department of Justice says the Moores targeted the African American community during the COVID-19 pandemic with false and misleading statements and promises regarding high returns to unlawfully enrich themselves, then tried to conceal their scheme.
Because they specifically stated no other race, no other group of people, no social media.
After a 4-day trial in Sherman, a federal jury found the Moores guilty Friday of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and money laundering. The couple, who once appeared on a reality show, Family or Fiancé, now faces decades in prison when they're sentenced later this year.
That it sent a message out to people that this is not tolerated.
Meredith Yeomans, NBC5.
The Moores are being held in a Fannin County jail. An attorney for Marlon Moore says he presented evidence that the couple tried to fix the program once it took on a life of its own. But a jury disagreed. An attorney for LaShonda Moore did not respond.
Jeez, you don't let your wife do time with you, man. God damn. They about to do 40 fucking years, man. They about to do 40 years. Hey, is Joey still here? Where's Joey at? If Joey's still here, man, there was a skit. There was a skit on somebody's rap album, and he was like, 40 years. I wish I knew what that skit, if I remember what that skit was. David sentenced to 40 years each in federal prison. Cheesy, man, just put a bullet, put the gun in your mouth, man. Put the barrel underneath the chin and squeeze. They defrauded 10,000 people out of 30. Come on, man. Joey, hey, whose album was that on? You would know. The skit was like, 40 years. He was a snitch. He said, hey, man, I heard you out here telling us something. He said, yeah, man, got 40 years. 40 years. What album is that from? It's a skit. It's like a few years old, man. It was an old head skit. And it was like, 40 years. 40 years. You gotta know what I'm talking about. You gotta know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not even that old. It's not even that old. I'm gonna try to find it, though. I'm gonna try and find it. 40. No, sir. Fed time is 85%. Okay, Fed time is 85%. So they got to do about 33 years before they can get out. Ooh. Yeah, don't let your wife do the time with you, man. Victims were told a $1,400 blessing payment would bring an 800% return and a guaranteed refund. Well, if you believe that, you're stupid. I'm buffering. Shit, hold on. They got me buffering. All right, hold on. Let me wait. Okay, I think we're back. Nope, now it says I'm buffering still. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm back. You don't remember that skit? Oh, damn it. Okay, I think I'm back. Back. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we gonna rock with y'all. Say I'm back. I'm back. Man, let me go to YouTube and try to find it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I think I'm back. Still buffering. What the fuck? I think I found it. I think I found it. I found it.
Alright, I'll get with y'all later, man.
Hoe ass nigga.
What's
Man, what
up,
the
Dave?
fuck you doing up here? You know you weren't supposed to be up here, bruh.
What you mean I can't be up here?
You know you a snitch, and you know you banned from over here, man.
Man, I
Don't
can
be
come
coming
up here. I can go wherever I want to go. Damn, I'm a grown ass man. I can't come up here and give me a cupcake, couple ding
You
dongs.
know Roger looking for you too.
Who?
Roger.
You ain't heard.
What?
Nigga, Roger went to jail last night.
When?
Man, they picked him up
For
for
what?
parole violation. They
Parole
say
violation?
somebody called the PO and told her to piss him.
What?
That's what I heard.
Man,
You know he already on parole, so he finna go back and do that time.
Hold on.
What?
So how the hell Roger just get? What? That don't even sound right.
Nah,
He was
tripping,
just doing
dog.
good. He told me he
No,
was.
Roger gone. They picked him up last night, man.
Man, you snitching, man.
I ain't said
You
nothing
still
yet.
snitching,
I ain't said
man.
nothing yet, but when it's time to go around now, I'm gonna tell him he terroristically threatened me.
He what?
He
Nah,
threatened.
this ain't it. It was definitely East Coast dude. It was definitely East Coast dude. He was like 40 years. Oh man. It be times like I be trying to find that stuff. He was like, I can't 40 years. Was it Pop Smoke? Okay. Let's see. That's not it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, hold up. Okay. Rap album skit. That's not it. Nope. I don't damn Bubba Dub. It was an East Coast dude. It was on an East Coast album. Damn. I can't find that shit. All right, I'm gonna let it go because I can't find it right now. It's gonna piss me off because I ain't gonna be able to find it. Nope. I know if I've heard it, some of y'all have heard it as well. It just ain't coming to y'all right now. But it was like 40 years. It was old East Coast head. Damn it. rap album skit. Oh man, admits to 40. Oh, this ain't it. Nope, this ain't it. Nope, not it. Damn it. Damn it. All right, let me stop. Okay. Nope. Nope. Where the fuck was I at? Nope. Okay, hold on, let me get back to the original story. Okay, here we go. Okay. So people were expecting an 800% return in a guaranteed refund, but officials said those promises were false. At the peak of the pandemic, they launched an investment fraud scheme and cheated struggling Americans out of 30. Man, you just leave the country. You should have just left the country, went to a non-extradition country, and left it at that. This fraud scheme exploited people out of their hard-earned money at a time when they needed it most. Opportunistic fraudsters like the Moors belong in prison. They ran the operation from June 2020 through June 2021. So in 1 year, they made 30 million. Get out the country, man. Authorities said the Moors presented the scheme as an invitation-only community meant to help people during a difficult time while funneling payments to top positions on the board and using the business to enrich themselves. The Moors used a polished image and reality TV appearances to build trust, but behind the scenes, they orchestrated a deceptive pyramid scheme built on fake playing boards and false promises of 800% returns. You're an idiot to believe that to begin with, but you know what? It is what it is. 40 years, y'all. 40 fucking years. I wouldn't let my wife do 40 years. I'd be like, yo, just leave me something when I get out. Just set me up a trust when I get out and go on about your life. That's insane, man. That's insane. This is the paperwork. In operations, that's them. Yeah, LaShonda Moore and Marlon Moore. They were since June 9th, 2026. They were each found guilty of 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, 5 counts of wire fraud, and 3 counts of money laundering. The court rejected the plea agreements. They each pled guilty to 1 count of money laundering of the fraudulently obtained proceeds of the Bent scheme. So they got anywhere between $10 to $30 million. Man, leave the country. Look at this here. As alleged, participants in the fire position advanced on the board by paying approximately $1,400 to the person in the water position and recruiting 2 new fire level participants at which point the cycle would repeat. In other words, 8 new participants had to be recruited into the scheme for a single earlier participant to receive a return on their initial investment. The Moors allegedly placed themselves and their family members in the water position on the multiple playing boards to receive the payments from the participants in the fire position and collected a substantial sum from participants' monthly user fees, which were required for participation in Bent. Man, take the money and run. Go to Bali and hang out with Russell. Wow. That's insane. Okay. So I meant to go over the Too Old to Stream. So let's go there. Too Old to Stream. Streaming University is going down again with Kai Cenat. And had a couple YouTubers actually apply to be led into Streaming University. Let me pull them up. Let me see. What is this one? Okay, Keith Lee applied. Let's go to Keith Lee first. Okay, let's
For
go.
the last 3 days, I've been thinking about how to do this and what I'm going to say, but this is my official application to Streaming University. This is my 4th take, so hopefully this is the one. I'm not applying as a student because I don't stream and I respect the people who do, so I would never step on toes. I'm also not applying as a teacher because I think that's a little too serious for me. I'm applying to have a club. I think a club would be dope. Our club will be called the Family That Eats, or the Family Club, or the Food Club, or whatever you want to call it. And there's 3 main premises to the club. One, we're going to eat food together, and we're going to be teaching how to be honest, but at the same time be respectful to people's cultures and background while you're doing food content. I know a lot of people do food content that stream, and this is a way I can use the experience that I've gained for the last 4 or 5 years from eating food full time to teach how to do it and not be an asshole about it. 2, we're going to talk about the importance of keeping your family with you and the people who really care about you from the very beginning when you become quote-unquote successful, and how to navigate that. I think it's very important to keep the people who started with you at all times, and I know it's hard to do that when you are young and you in a space where you blow up very fast, or you in a space where everything changes quickly. So we're going to talk about how to do that, or how I personally navigate. 3, we're going to talk about the importance of keeping God and Jesus on the forefront if that's what you believe in, and not be afraid to say that and speak that and be loud about it, because that's not something that's really publicized in the streaming world. I know Kai's a man of faith, and I know he's somebody who's not afraid to say it and not afraid to stand on it, and I think it'd be dope to talk about that. And at the same time, with all those ideas, really keeping it fun and keeping it a space where everybody can come and enjoy. We eat food together, we talk about family, we talk about faith. We just gonna have a space where people can come and get their ideas out, and it's really gonna be a mature space to have a conversation and eat food together. And shout out to Kai for even doing this, man. God is amazing. We can even get food from a bunch of small businesses, and at the same time, shout out small businesses, be a platform for them, and still teach how to eat the food and be respectful. I think it'd be dope. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Be safe.
Okay. That was Keith Lee's application to Streaming University. Now let's go to Armand Wiggins. Also, real quick, Jelly Roll filed for divorce. Do you care? From his former porn stripper wife. Do you care? Jelly Roll filed for divorce. Okay. So you know it's bad when the man files for divorce, right? And it said it was a mutual decision, also a private family matter. They met in 2015, got married in 2016. So they made it to the average. They made it, to the U.S. national average of 8 years, Okay. Bunny is the stepmother to Jelly Roll's daughter, Bailey Ann. She's now 17, and son, Noah Buddy. Okay. Okay. All right. Anybody care? No? I don't care either. So let's go here. So Armand Wiggins pretty much got sunned by Kai Cenat. I don't know, man. I don't know what this too old to streaming shit is all about, because everybody and their mama on this motherfucker, from all ages. But let's go here. Okay. So let's take a listen and see what happened. I mean, I watched Armand address it in his live stream last night. Was it last night? 2 nights ago? I mean, he went in and he's trying to be respectful, but I know that shit hurt. I know it kind of pissed him off. I know it kind of low-key pissed him off. It was how he got dismissed. But come on.
I'm next.
You're next? All right, step on up.
All right.
I'm gonna throw this mic on you. As soon as I close this door, as soon as it closes, you're gonna walk in.
Should I turn this off or leave this on?
You're good.
All right.
See, you good in there? Yeah.
All right, I'm going in.
Which way is the body facing so I know what it's...
What up? How you doing? I'm good. All right.
You can clearly hear that's Kai's voice, but come on.
Let me hurry up.
Come on, let me see what you got.
It's the handwriting that you might have to fight through.
What you live on right now?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Let me see who in there. All right.
Oh, y'all seen Kai?
Set it up.
All right. Let's just go.
Why should you finish university? I'm not gonna lie. Wait, how are you?
I'm 38.
God damn! Yeah.
38 is hella old to a guy like Kai Cenat. Okay.
I am older.
What do you apply to be?
I want to be a student.
Okay. Why should you be in Stream University 2026?
Well, because I'm already a full-time content creator.
Right.
I've been doing it for 8 years. I'm on YouTube.
Amazing.
So I've done television, radio, and my mainly about commentary, podcasts, and court cases.
Okay.
But I want to get into the IRL streaming, and I love that you guys do that, and I want the community of it. So for me, working from home every day, doing this nonstop, it's a lot, it's draining. So I feel like, you know what? I need to get out there and build a community of creators so that we can build together.
Is your main primary platform YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. And
however, I'm thinking about getting on Kid because they did reach out to me for a partnership deal. I just like, well, maybe this can launch it.
Right. Well, are you aware that you haven't posted in the last month? The last time you posted was a month ago.
So you didn't think he was going to do his research on you, but come on.
No. On YouTube? You got to go to my lives.
I'm looking at your YouTube right now.
Ron Wiggins?
Okay, yes, Ron Wiggins.
No, I post. No.
Okay, and your live is...
Maybe like a 7 days
6 hours, 2 days ago, 9 days ago, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm alive.
What do you talk about on this podcast? Because right now,
it's celebrity news.
It's a red flag.
Okay.
It's a red flag.
It's celebrity news.
You talk about some tea?
He says a red flag.
What type of tea? Like nosy tea?
Yes, female rap.
We don't want that.
No.
They're not.
They don't want celebrity tea. Come on.
No.
We don't want that here at Stream University.
Okay.
Gossiping is not good.
But that's why I want to change it.
I understand. No, but this is not the opportunity. If you really wanted to change that, you will morally change it within your soul.
Okay.
Show more on Ron Wiggins. Do you submit an application online?
Yeah.
Make sure more of that.
Okay.
This is not long term. You feel what I'm saying? You 38, gang.
Okay.
Stop talking about other people's lives, bro.
But what about the court case?
You 38.
But I have a show on Tubi.
Court case
I have
is
a talk show.
Court case is here, but
I have a whole talk show on Tubi that's about body cam.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I want to see our Ron Wiggins.
And that's what I'm here.
You talk about a whole bunch of other
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thanks for your
I
time.
like the jacket, though.
No.
Jacket, please.
I'll just show up for you.
Okay.
I'll fuck with it. Good day, guys. Oh, wait. Are we done? Yep. Thank you.
And you use the AI bills?
No. He drew me up.
Bro, I'm sorry.
It was good, though.
I'm next.
Oh. I got Kid. Well, that was for the clip, y'all. But guess what? We're about to go fuck it.
Okay. Now, I wouldn't say he went exactly viral, but I mean, that's what I guess you can try to spin it into, now everyone's clowning him. I mean, he's getting the attention he's looking that he wanted, I wouldn't want to go viral for, whatever it is, but let's go here. Let's see what he has to say.
Wiggins hopped on Spaces just to talk shit about me struggling to speak with those big ass MP3 players crammed in his mouth. Today he took his almost 40-year-old ass down to Kaisernet Streamer University to apply and got denied. They told his ass he's too big, too grown, too messy. Yesterday he was calling me fat, broke, said my house is falling apart, said my hat stink child. He was saying it all. And you know what? He was right about one thing. I am a big bitch. So we're gonna eat these burgers and we're gonna watch the streamer application.
Let's just go.
Why should you finish university? I'm not gonna lie. Wait, how are you?
I've done television, radio, working from home every day because they did reach out to me for a partnership deal.
6 hours, 2 days ago.
Everybody left
Funky big tooth bitch. Why would they want your big messy gay ass over there telling their business? Nigga is almost 40 years old trying to take away opportunities from the youth. Bitch, go start a fucking family. Nigga, you got fired from Fox. You're in a magazine that nobody's about to read. I don't know what you're gonna talk about. Nobody comes to your page to check on how you're doing. They just come to your page because you're drama. Now you're at the playground begging for clap from the kids. Bitch, take your big grown messy ass on somewhere. You fucking Airbnb hopping bitch. I pay my rent 2 months at a time while I heard you over there using CPNs. And scamming scoundrel. You done stole a donkey's teeth. You stealing people's money and you come to the internet and lie. And he thinks he's going viral right now because the world wants him to go to Streamer University. Nigga, they are laughing at your ass. Now you sitting over there got your ass used up by DJ Booth. Booty hole sore had you doing all.
Okay. So let's go take a look. Let's catch Armand's last rant of him addressing it. He kept making the point that he wasn't talking necessarily about Kai, but people that thought like Kai. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
And
here.
so at every turn, as they start coming for me.
I'm in LA. Ciao.
So Milagro made fun of him, right? Milagro made fun of him. I don't care about that part. I mean, catch the rant before, I guess. Let's go here. Is this it? This part?
Bitches came in your house and took your shit. Be very clear on that. I let bitches in and I played with them and I let them try me. It's fine. But I let them. That's why I'm not upset.
Oh, let's go. I found it. Okay, here we go.
Doing this job. Do we not realize that every rapper, your favorite female rappers and your favorite rappers, after they stop rapping or playing basketball or modeling, they go and do podcasts and gossip? So I'm actually very young in the podcast and streaming space.
This is where he states his case.
Actually,
this is where he states his case.
Doing this as a second career down the line. Are y'all cool, or y'all just can't take me? And no one's gonna make me feel like I'm old. And so what I will say to you guys, to my 30-somethings, if you want to stream, stream. Stream. You got people who started music careers in their 40s. People are acting in their 40s and 50s. A big part of the problem with our society is a lot of us feel like we missed the mark if we didn't hit it at 19, 20, 25, 26, 27. I'm here to tell you, you may not catch your stride. You might catch your stride at 38. And don't take, because I know there's somebody out there that's watched me and watched what I went through and kind of felt like, damn, I missed it. You didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. So don't take that in and feel like if you're in your mid-30s or early 30s or late 30s and you haven't caught your stride, who gives a fuck? You keep going. You're not done till you dead. That's what my middle school teacher always taught me. You know, you can catch a stride today, tomorrow, or next year. And you can go back to school. I see people saying, oh, you wanted to go be a student? Why the fuck not? I see y'all celebrate people every day that's 50 years old that went and got their associate's degree or their bachelor's degree. Why can't I go be a student? Who the fuck? Why can't I be a student? Who says there's an age limit on learning? Bitch, are y'all cool? How you know I'm not in school right now? I'm actually enrolled in a school right now, a real university, bitch. And I dare someone to make me feel like I can't be a fucking student. Are you cool?
Okay, once again, it did hurt his feelings for him to get rejected the way he did. And how old is Kai? Is Kai even 30 yet? His feelings are hurt, y'all. His feelings are hurt. I get it. Kai Cenat is 24 years old, so 38 to him is a whole nother lifetime. Kai Cenat is 24 years old. I would never ask for an opportunity to work with someone that's born in the goddamn 2000s. Like, if we can't meet as equals, I'm not coming to you on as a subservient. No way. No way. My big age would not allow it. Like, man, no. I have miscarriages way older than you, young man. Let's continue. His feelings are hurt.
Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? You're never too old to go back to school. And I'm not talking to Kai. I'm talking to my fans and my followers and my supporters that watch me that may have felt like, ooh.
But you are talking to Kai. But you are. And people that think like Kai.
You know, maybe I missed it. You didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. If you want to go back to school and you're 45 years old, go back to school. Because that's going to empower you. Go back to school. If you want to get on YouTube and become a streamer, do it. Okay? Also, I think that so those are my thoughts on the advice. I don't agree. Because I've watched Charlamagne be inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame along with Angela Yee and DJ Envy in their gossip shows. Wendy Williams has a Hollywood Star Walk of Fame. And all Wendy Williams is gossip. Are you kidding me? The View is pretty much a political and gossip show in its own right.
He ain't lying.
Actually, when you're not gossiping for the most part, nobody's fucking watching. That's kind of why he had to clip farm and do a bunch of denials. Because guess what? A bunch of acceptances wouldn't have went viral. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't agree.
It's okay to be upset.
So yeah, there's that. But we respect Kai. We respect his decision. I don't know if I would set myself up for that again. But it was fun. I don't regret it. I don't regret the experience. And I'm not mad about it. You know what I mean? I do think the age thing is a little odd, though, especially how people are dragging it. Like, what am I supposed to do? stop aging? Do y'all think y'all not going to age? Like, and respectfully, not giving a lot. As a 38-year-old gay male, I have a clean bill of health. Okay?
So extra.
I'm in best shape I've ever been in my life. Clean, clear, and under control. And I'm living my dream. I work for myself. I eat what I want. I drive what I want. I live where I want. The fuck am I supposed to be embarrassed about? What is your, why?
Okay, the over-explaining for me. I would never go out of my way to over-explain why I should have been accepted, or why I am valid, or why, I have value. I'm not either. You rock with me or you don't. Damn all the extra stuff. The job interview is over. I would never apply myself to be accepted by a 24-year-old. Like, if we can't meet as equals somewhere in the middle, then I just don't need to be around you, because we have nothing else. That's crazy. CP30, thank you for the 5 on the super chat. Let's see. Blessing master. Please, no, sir. Please don't do that. I am no master teacher. I'm a master student. I'll take that. Master student. Streamers are the new A&R at Kai running streaming university. Like, could have been ran. Wait. Let me pull it back. Could have been records. Grown men crying about not making it. That's a good point. It's a very good point.
Why is that supposed to be a gag? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. A lot of you bitches are lucky to get to 38. Hopefully you make it. So I don't know.
Okay, let's leave it there. Too old to stream. Once again, you talk about somebody that's 24 years old and has done a shitload of stuff in his very short lifespan. So maybe he thinks in his world, in his mind, that I've done 10 times the amount of stuff you've done in your 38 years of life. He may see it that way. There may be a huge disconnect. Like, think about everything that Kai has done in his very, very short streaming career. Armand will never do a quarter of what Kai has accomplished as a streamer. And that's not to knock Armand, but I don't think y'all understand. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he's done with Kick and being one of the first, one of the 10 poles of Kick. You understand? Like, the places this kid has been, the things he's been a part of. Come on, man. This kid can't relate to you at 38. This man has done the things. He's done things in his 7 years of streaming that would rival an 80-year-old man that's traveled the world and extensively. Like, he's got that type of life experiences. Like, he's seen and done some shit that most people will never, ever get a chance to do. Okay? Did I even have topics tonight? It was pretty much a throwaway show, yeah? Let me see. What were the topics? Where did I put? Too old to stream, passport. Okay, wow. Oh boy. Okay, so let's do this. There's a passport bro from Texas. And we'll go over to Korea, which is having a real gender war, and we're gonna leave it at that. Hey, let's go here first. All right, Japanese couples have the most stable marriages in the world because of one rule almost every Western therapist ignores. You ready? Let's go. In Japanese culture, ma means space, not distance, not avoidance. An intentional pause where nothing is said so clarity can return. When conflict rises, couples don't argue, they don't defend, they don't explain. They say, let's take 3 minutes of ma. During ma, no phones, no contact, no talking. They sit quietly together until their bodies settle. Only then does conversation resume. Here's why this works. When conflict begins, the body activates elevated cortisol, faster heart rate, shallow breathing. In this state, logic shuts down. The brain prepares to defend, not understand. Words spoken in survival mode create scars, not solutions. Research from Japanese universities show that shared silence for just 4 to 7 minutes lowers physiological arousal, regulates breathing, and restores clear thinking. A couple in Tokyo nearing divorce began using Ma. 2 weeks later, the wife said, "For the first time, I could listen without preparing my defense." In the West, silence is seen as cold, avoidant, passive-aggressive. In Japan, silence is a promise. I won't hurt you with an overheated mind. Maturity isn't saying everything immediately. It's knowing when your nervous system is not fit to speak. Your wife deserves a man who shows up calm, present, unshaken. But here's the brutal truth. It's hard to be that man when your job steals away your time, when you work overtime on weekends, when your boss drops a surprise project in your lap. Your wife is left thinking, when's he coming home? Okay? All right. Pass it along. Maybe someone could use this. All right. Let's continue. Real quick, I want to talk about what happened in Belfast. I watched the video. Has anyone else seen the video? Let me see. I asked the question, have you watched the Belfast video yet? You said no. Why not? You watch everything else. You watch that woman get flung over the bridge with no bungee cord. Why haven't you watched the Belfast video? What's your excuse? You watch everything else snuff film wise. Why have you not watched the Belfast video yet? Nonetheless, so Monday evening around 6 p.m., a 44-year-old Stephen Ogilvie, a Scot living in Belfast, was stabbed on Kennard Avenue in North Belfast. He sustained multiple stab wounds to the face, neck, back, and especially the eyes. He was subjected to an attempted decapitation. According to information provided this morning in court, he lost his left eye and has such severe injuries to the right eye that he is now in serious condition in the hospital. Many testimonies even speak of total blindness. The arrested suspect is Hadi Al-Odid, a 30 years old of Sudanese nationality. He was in the United Kingdom with the refugee asylum status. He appeared in Belfast court and was officially charged with attempted murder, possession of a bladed weapon, death threats. Okay? This is why they went to set houses on fire of immigrants. They went to the homes of immigrants and set them on fire, set their homes on fire to get them out. It's that bad in Belfast. Okay? It's that bad in Belfast. But this is the victim here. Okay? So as the guy is pretty much trying to cut his face off, two people were trying to stop him. Somebody hit him with a street sign, and then the cop showed up. But I mean, for a good 2 minutes, the guy is just trying to cut off, and you can hear him try to go for the neck and just try and slice his way through It's a horrific video. Why haven't you watched it yet? You watch every goddamn thing else? You watch every goddamn thing else? Okay. All right. What else we got? Do we care that David Beckham's getting starred on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Do we care? I mean, let's see what Tom has to say.
You earned this, and nobody, and I mean nobody, deserves it more, my friend. But what makes David's story truly remarkable isn't simply where he is today. It's how it began. Every chapter of his life and career was built on the same thing: hard work and dedication. Long before the trophies, the sold-out stadiums, the global fame, the recognition, there was a young boy with a dream and the determination and discipline to earn everything that followed. His is a Hollywood story. A boy who believed in something bigger than himself, had to work for every opportunity he received, and went on to influence his sport, shape culture around the world, and create opportunities for generations who followed. And for all the records, achievements, and recognition, the thing that has impressed me most is that success has never changed who he is. The same core values that got him there are the ones he lives by today.
That's good. Good for him. That's good.
David, congrats.
That's good. I'm happy for David Beckham. Do you care? Yes, no? Some of y'all like, Oh, let's go to a boomer losing his house. Let's go here. Boomer losing his house. Do you care?
And then you got to take down all this stuff around it. You got to pay for the land where it goes to. It's not realistic.
On behalf of ASU, the Arizona Board of Regents has now filed a lawsuit in Maricopa County Superior Court seeking eminent domain authority over property owned by Young. According to a statement we received,
his home is 124 years old. They offered that man a final offer of like over $800,000, and he wouldn't take it. And the university said, "All right, that's fine. We'll just use eminent domain to take your shit anyway." Now you're going to have nothing.
Received from ASU, it reads in part, quote, "The university made several offers to the owner to purchase the parcel, including options allowing for the house to be moved. The university's final offer was based on an appraisal prepared by an experienced, state-certified appraiser, a copy of which was provided to the property owner. The offers were not accepted, a decision Young can't seem to comprehend."
I mean, it's hard to believe that this house has been either here or where the manhole cover was for 124 years. And you know, that should be, I would think somebody in ASU or the city of Phoenix would say, "Hey, look this is a huge mistake you're making."
ASU offered this guy $850,000, but he keeps denying them because it says it's just too expensive to move and it's unrealistic due to the high cost of relocation. But there's another issue here that's being ignored, and that's the significance of this home. It's one of the last surviving pre-statehood residential buildings in central Phoenix. That means it's older than Arizona's 1912 statehood. So this has a huge historical significance.
So then why have they not deemed it a historical site? So then why have they not deemed it a historical site? Okay, let's continue.
It's been on the Phoenix Historic Property Register since 1990.
Okay, well there it is there.
And they want to tear it down to build a medical facility.
The offer.
Okay, Boomer losing his home. I don't know. I can't call it. Oh, let's go here. Oh yeah, let's go here. Dogs. We got dogs.
Yeah, my two boys.
A San Bernardino homeowner heartbroken after he says a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy enters his backyard without a warrant and kills one of his dogs, a Rottweiler called Daisy. We paused the video because it's difficult to watch.
Well, what do you expect him to do? He doesn't know the dog's intent. He ain't, y'all mad at him? Really?
It's heartbreaking. She was not just a pet. She was a part of the family.
Jesus Serna speaking out alongside attorney Tim Scott.
This man has a goddamn Justice for Daisy dog t-shirt on. Okay. Okay.
News conference this morning in Riverside.
My kids are scared to be there, I could say. They don't know what's going to happen. They don't know if they're going to come around again.
It appears, based on everything we know, that they just let themselves into a backyard with no warrant, no emergency, in clear violation of decades of constitutional law.
So why were deputies there in the first place?
Apparently there was either a report of a stolen car, or they saw a stolen car that was in the neighborhood, that was nearby the home, but wasn't on the premises. And so we're truly at a loss.
It happened on May 4th in unincorporated San Bernardino. Surveillance video showing deputies walking up the driveway, then looking into the backyard, where they can see Serna's other dog, Raven. They then leave, but then 2 minutes later, one of them comes back and enters the yard. Their attorneys saying they have yet to file a claim or a lawsuit.
It's one of the things that we're most interested in finding out is why in the world they thought that it was okay or lawful to go into the backyard.
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department confirms that the deputy did not have a search warrant.
Wait, I'm buffering again? Oh my gosh. Hey, let me go check and see. Let me see. I'm buffering again. I'm about to end it. If I'm still buffering, I'll just end it and finish this up tomorrow. Let me see. Wow, it's hella behind. Why am I hella behind watching myself? Like, what the hell? That's weird. Okay, I'm super behind. Why am I behind? Okay, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm getting irritated with YouTube. So I'm just waiting for y'all to catch up. Okay. So no wonder why y'all in the comments talking about Armand. I'm like, I've been past Armand. All right, let's finish this up now.
Warrant. They say he entered the property because a stolen vehicle had been reported to be at that exact address. They say that deputy remains at work pending the outcome of an internal affairs investigation.
Very hard.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Y'all hella behind. And I'll go 10 more minutes and then I'll get out of here. So whatever I don't catch, I'll catch tomorrow. Okay, let's end the poll. Matter of fact, speaking of snuff films, where's the lady at? Where's the bungee? Okay, what is this? Okay. Let me find. This is the one? Okay. That's the rope. That's the first one. Where's the bungee? There we go, bungee. All right. I'm going to save the passport thing tomorrow. I don't know if I need to change the title. So that'll be tomorrow. Stream. Oh, I'm gonna change all this shit up. Man, fuck. Change passport, bro. And then I'm gonna do Korea's real gender war. And then what else did I cover tonight? I think that's it. Okay. So let me do this. Let's go here. Okay, this is the clip. Some of y'all behind as hell, but that's okay. This is the clip when homegirl, they forgot to attach the rope to the bungee cord, right? This is why you shouldn't do these activities in these other countries. This is why America is the best, because we have regulations. We have regulators like OSHA and things of that nature. Okay, when you take a risk when you do these activities in other countries with no regulations, no OSHA, no nothing. So this is what happened to the young lady. They forgot. Do you see anything here? Do you see a rope or a bungee cord here? No. It's supposed to be a bungee cord. She's supposed to swing. But let's go. Do y'all see that? I don't think y'all understand. That woman had no time to realize that her cord was not attached. She had no time to realize. I mean, she's falling at a few thousand feet per second. Look how quickly she falls. Look how quickly she falls. It hadn't even registered to her yet, okay? Now let's go to, so the bunch of the men ran, right? The workers ran. 2 individuals involved in the death of the young woman who was thrown off the bridge without being secured to the bungee cord fled the scene. The prime minister was called and they brought in a helicopter to look for the fugitives. Do you understand? This was in Brazil. I would never do no shit like this in another country without regulations. Let's go here. They fled the scene, y'all. They fled the scene. They fled the scene. Okay? They fled the damn scene. So, here we go. It was established that the company Entre Cordas was operating in a clandestine manner. So the company here, Entre Cordas, responsible for launching a woman without a rope from the top of the bridge, operated in a clandestine manner without CNPJ registration or any authorization, yet charged this woman $180 to offer safety and professionalism in the jumps. Okay? I don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all understand. Okay, so 2 of the workers. Once again, this is the footage. That woman had no idea. Okay. 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 2 of the suspects are still they haven't been caught yet. They ran into the damn jungle. They ran into the damn jungle. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Oh no, do I? Let me see. Let's go to the gender war in Korea. Let's do that. Okay. Last story of the night. Whatever I don't catch, I'll catch tomorrow.
Is out of control. Just look at their politics. In the June 2025 presidential election, roughly 3 in 4 young men voted conservative. About 3 in 5 young women voted progressive. That's nearly a 40-point gap.
This is what the U.S. is looking at. They're going to follow the patterns of Korea and other Asian countries. But let's go. This is a pretty good deep dive. I'm going to go over it. Let's go.
Likely one of the widest gender voting splits on record. And this isn't just Korea. In the U.S., a 30-point gap opened up in 6 years. Same for Germany and the U.K. But Korea is where it went furthest, and the pattern is everywhere. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly why Korea is a preview of what's coming for the West. They call it Songbyo Cheonchen, the gender war.
But winter is coming.
This is what a real gender war will look and feel like. Come on.
Spent months digging into Korean government data, national surveys, and thousands of posts across Korean forums and social media. In the next few minutes, I'll explain why both sides think they're the ones getting punished. And there's one country with the exact same economics with no gender war at all. Marriages dropped by half in under 30 years, from about 435,000 couples in 1996 to around 220,000 in 2024.
Wow.
An average first marriage age jumped several years in a single generation. So women now marry around 34, men around 32. And Korea's total fertility rate hit 0.72 in 2023, less than 1 child per woman, and the lowest on the planet. And if you're thinking, well, maybe they're just having kids without getting married. Nope. Fewer than 1 in 20 Korean babies are born outside marriage.
1 in 20 born outside marriage.
Lowest in the OECD by far. So when marriages collapse, births collapse with them. One reason people aren't getting married is because of the ongoing gender war. About 3 in 5 Koreans say that the gender conflict is serious. Among 18 to 29-year-olds, that rises to 3 in 4, the highest rate of any country surveyed, 25 points above the global average. Men point to mandatory military service, a brutal job market, and a housing system that expects them to front deposits most of them will never afford. Women point to the worst earnings gap in a developed world, careers that flatline the moment they have a child, and a digital environment where deepfake porn of classmates get treated like a joke. Both sides have the data, and I'll get into all of that. But let's start at the story's beginning, because the resentment didn't start with economics, it started on Korea's 4chan.
This is deep. This is deep. This is deep.
This gender war story escalated over 15 years, and it helps to see the full timeline because both sides were responding to the same broken system, just from opposite ends. And the politician who rode this anger to the presidency, he's now serving a life sentence. I'll get to that. It started with a forum called Ilbe around 2010. Think of it like Korea's version of early 4chan, a place for young men to vent about losing 2 years of their prime to mandatory military service while the job market got worse. And the economic pain was real. Korean men died by suicide at more than double the rate of women.
Whew. Good Lord. Come on.
Over 10,000 men in 2024 alone. I talk in depth about Korea's crazy suicide rate here, so check it out if you're interested. Another major grievance is about 7 in 10 men call mandatory service unfair because the hit is estimated to be up to 1/10 of their lifetime income. And the employment situation is rough too, with fewer than half of young Koreans having jobs. On top of that, Korea just expanded its foreign worker quota close to 200,000, concentrated in sectors young men typically enter post-military. From the men's perspective, cheap migrant labor adds insult to injury for their post-military sacrifice. Just look at some of the comments pulled here.
Okay, let's go with it. Most companies won't hire you if you're not done with your military service. Nightmare, wasting my youth on BS. Not a bad experience, honestly, for myself, but it still felt like a waste of time. For us, we usually finish military duty when we are in university, but when we're in job, it's different on the company. But for public workers like teachers or cops, firefighters, they can go back to their works. It's basically a prison. Men holding off service until the age cutoff is almost only for those in the entertainment industry where being young is important. The majority of normal civilians get it done as soon as possible. Interesting.
So inside the forum, some of that resentment turned deeply toxic. But for a few years, it was mostly contained to the message boards. And then, women built a weapon specifically designed to enrage every man on those forums. In 2015, a counter forum called Megalia decided to poke the bear. They emerged as the radical feminist counter, driving a tactic called mirroring, taking the same language men were using on Ilbe and flipping the genders right back at them as deliberate provocation. In May 2016, a man murdered a woman near Gangnam Station, exit 10. He told police he did it out of deep hatred towards women. He hid in a public bathroom, let 6 men walk by, and waited for the first woman who entered. And this led to mass feminist mobilization like vigils and protests. And the digital war just kept escalating. But the Gangnam murder was one man. What came next was systemic. In 2018 came the Mocha epidemic, which stood for More Camera, literally secret camera.
I remember this. Okay, let's continue.
Tiny hidden cameras planted in public toilets, changing rooms, and motels. And there was no criminal syndicate behind it. The cameras were planted by ordinary men, like motel owners, store clerks, ex-boyfriends who uploaded the footage. For years, police dragged their feet. They claimed that the servers were too hard to track, and they told victims that they were overreacting. And because the penalties were light, most men just paid a small fine and walked. Police treated spy cam reports like annoying paperwork. Morka felt like a traffic ticket. Then, in May 2018, a woman did a reverse gender mocha and secretly filmed a male nude model and posted the photo online. Suddenly, the system worked. Police tracked her down, arrested her in days, and paraded her in front of the media. The system moved at light speed.
I only got 10 months though, but let's continue.
To protect a male victim. The hypocrisy broke the dam. Tens of thousands of women flooded Haehwa Station in some of the biggest women-only protests Korea had ever seen. Their signs read, "My life is not your porn." It makes zero sense to date a man when there was a chance he was trading secret videos of you online. Then came the nth room scandal. Over 250,000 accounts accessed chat rooms where women and underage girls were being extorted, tortured, and sexually exploited. Premium access was sold for cryptocurrency. And by 2024, the deepfake porn crisis exploded. AI-generated fake porn of classmates, teachers, female soldiers, mostly made by teenage boys. Over 3,000 digital sex crime cases in a single year. 9 out of 10 victims are teenagers or young women. At every juncture, Korean feminists pushed back, and some of the activism made progress. Soranet, a major revenge porn site, got shut down. Spycam enforcement expanded, and deepfakes were criminalized in September 2024. And a National Center for Digital Sexual Crime Response launched in April 2025. But none of it cooled the war, because both sides were responding to the same broken system. And
holy cow, look at this. This is an insane picture. He's got a rock on his back, holding a woman, and there's a snake under. Oh, Jeezy Peach. I'll just have to let her go. Like, bitch, if you don't pull yourself up, Jeezy Peach. That's crazy.
Neither could see the other's pain clearly. Data backs this up. Polling shows a majority of young Korean men describe themselves as anti-losing, not anti-women. They lose 2 years to mandatory service. They return to a job market that got worse while they were gone.
That's crazy that 2 years can make that much of a difference in lost earning income potential. That's crazy.
They face a housing system that expects them to front massive deposits, and they face a public conversation that frames their structural pain as privilege.
I feel like I'm stuck with no way out. I think the biggest problem is that there are not enough jobs compared to the number of job seekers.
Many men still felt they were trying to uphold their end of the Confucian bargain. He provides, and she manages the home. But many feel that women were no longer playing by the same rules.
Rules are rules. I don't even think we're still supposed to be friends.
Korean women in the 4B movement describe opting out of dating, marriage, and childbirth as a structural response. The trap being career cliffs, the second shift, and housing costs that require a partner to clear. More women than men hold degrees now. More than 3 in 4 women versus about 3 in 5 in men. A reversal from barely 20 years ago. Despite the credentials, the earnings gap didn't reverse.
Okay. Gender wage gap is 32 to 35% less for women than men. Okay. Well, that's pretty much, that's not, I mean, that's, are you surprised? Let's go.
Korean women face over 3 times the housework as men, a career cliff the moment they have a child, and the constant statistical threat of going viral on deepfake revenge tube. Trusting a partner had become a massive gamble. Go on any Reddit or Korean forum right now, and you can scroll through thousands of women saying the exact same thing. They're not getting married. They're just going to travel.
Let's see. Watching my mom's generation was enough of a warning. I'd rather explore the world than be a housewife. 0 regrets. It's simple. Why settle for a stifling domestic life when I can travel, work, and actually enjoy my own salary? Marriage feels like a career death sentence here. Jeez. Same. My friends and I all decided we're done with the pressure. My career is the only thing that actually pays back the effort I put in.
And build the careers. When everyone's got proof that they're getting cheated, compromise starts to feel like surrender. Both sides showed their receipts, and both sets are real. But politicians looked at this firestorm and saw opportunity. Angry young men were a highly motivated voting bloc. They just needed a champion. In 2022, Yoon Suk-yeol gave them that champion. Think of him like Korea's Trump, a political outsider who built his base on young male grievance. He ran for president on an explicitly anti-feminist platform. He went on record stating that structural gender discrimination no longer exists in South Korea. His flagship promise was abolishing the Ministry of Gender Equality entirely because it's no longer needed. And it worked. He captured nearly 3 in 5 young male voters and won by the narrowest margin in Korean history. He corralled the male anger and locked the divide straight into government policy. But the whiplash was brutal. Because in December 2024, the man young Korean men elected as their champion did something no Korean president had ever done in over 40 years. He declared martial law over what he called an opposition threat to national security.
Oh, that's right. Okay, come on.
The National Assembly overturned it in 6 hours. On December 14, he was impeached, 204 to 85. Even members of his own party voted to remove him. The Constitutional Court upheld it in April 2025, and on February 19, 2026, he got a life sentence for insurrection. His defense minister got 30 years. But the snap election that followed told the real story. The progressive Lee Jae-myung won by a margin of roughly 8 points overall, but the gender divide inside the youth vote was closer to 40 points. Let's just look at the two sides. The conservative coalition says, abolish the gender ministry, prioritize merit, and fix the economy. The progressive coalition says, expand parental leave, build housing, strengthen protections, and more foreign workers to prop up the economy. Both platforms respond to real structural problems experienced by their voters. Lee won partly because the conservative vote split. The young men were divided between the mainstream conservative and a harder right reform candidate, not because they changed their minds. In a moment politicians turned that rage into votes, attitudes hardened in both directions, and we could see it in the surveys. Men as breadwinners jumped from about 1 in 5 to 1 in 3 in a single year. Women should do housework, more than doubled, from 1 in 8 to 1 in 4. Every major policy Korea needs to address, from housing, defense, immigration, demographics, runs into the gender war before it even gets a hearing. So now you've seen the war. Both sides' pain is real and the politics locked it in. But the war runs on fuel, and that fuel is economics, starting with the one thing that broke the first promise of partnership.
Okay.
Korea has a rental system called the chonse. Instead of paying monthly rent, you hand the landlord a massive lump sum deposit.
50 to 80% of the property. Oh my God.
50 to 80% of the apartment's market value. The landlord invests that money, earns the interest, and returns the deposit when you leave. It's essentially an interest-free loan from you to your landlord for 2 years.
Now what if he is not able to make the money back? Then what happens?
The average Seoul apartment chonse deposit now runs around 670 million won. roughly $480,000 USD.
Damn.
That's just to rent. A young Korean worker earning around $30,000 a year would need over a decade of entire pre-tax salary just for the deposit. Buying is even more out of reach. And the system is riddled with fraud. Over 11,000 confirmed cases in a single year. Over 30,000 victims. Basically, you hand the landlord almost $500,000. They promise to give every won back in 2 years. But many are already in deep debt. Pay their own bills, buy more apartments, YOLO into the stock market, or meme coins. Some rent the same apartment to multiple people at once and then ghost. And developers do the same thing with pre-construction buildings. They collect deposits for apartments that aren't even built yet, and then a project fails and they disappear with the money. And when your 2 years are up, your life savings have evaporated. When it comes to gender, the chunse deposit is still the man's responsibility. That cultural expectation never got updated. You come out of the military, you start earning, and you do the math. A decade of your entire salary just to rent a place. So dating goes beyond romance. It's a financial stress test. You know it, and so does she. And since employment is rough and pay is low, about 1 in 20 young adults between 19 and 34 live in Goshiwon. Tiny rooms with shared bathrooms, barely big enough for a bed and a desk.
It's the parasite.
We're talking working adults, men and women with college degrees and office jobs, living in boxes because the alternative costs $500,000. You go to work in a suit, and you come home to a room where you can touch both walls with your arms stretched out.
Wow.
But housing traps women differently. She'll chip in, but the deposit stays in his name. So if the marriage fails, that money's gone. In practice, many women end up at their parents' house or in a tiny room.
Of course.
So a lot of women stay in marriages they're unhappy in because leaving means financial disaster. He can't form a household on a single income at sold prices. She can't exit a bad marriage without losing housing stability. But housing isn't the only trap. There's one built in the Korean language itself, and it quietly kills women's career before they even get to a decision about having kids.
Insane.
Korea's age hierarchy is ruthless, and its honorifics lock it in place. You can't avoid it. Every relationship in Korea has its own language, based on age. When I was a teacher there, orientation taught us that when new Korean students enter a classroom, the first thing they figure out is everyone's age, because they need to know what honorific to use. A workplace is no different. A younger male boss can't comfortably call an older female colleague Nuna. It sounds like a little brother asking for an allowance. But barking Kim Dae-nim, which stands for Assistant Manager Kim, at a woman who used to help him with his spreadsheets, that feels stiff and unnatural. And if you're not Korean, this probably sounds like a minor social headache. But it's not. In Korean workplaces, the wrong honorific in the wrong meeting can tank a promotion decision. This single linguistic trap quietly pushes women out of the promotion track in their mid-30s. And the economics makes sure they arrive at that cliff right on schedule. Raising a child in Korea costs about 1.1 million won per month, over $800 US.
$800 a month. 8 times 12 is 96. That's 10 grand a year. 180 grand over 18 years. I mean, it's pretty much on par with American, right? And they say anywhere between $100,000 and $500,000 to raise a kid in the States. Okay, same thing here. Okay, let's go.
Covering daycare, food, clothing, and education. Even before factoring subsidies, that pushes child rearing costs close to nearly a fifth of typical household income. Nearly all fathers keep working after having a kid. In comparison, only about 2 in 3 mothers do. The Korea Development Institute found mothers face nearly a 45-point employment drop in the decade after childbirth. If you saw my Japan video here, you know about the M-shaped career curve. Women's employment drops at childbirth, then partially recovers. Korea's version is closer to her taking an L. She drops off, and the Nuna trap makes sure she never comes back. And career cliffs is where the 31% wage gap actually comes from. It's structural, and is not a paycheck-by-paycheck issue. A woman often drops to part-time to manage childcare. It's a rational family decision. She already earns less, so her income barely covers daycare anyway. But it's not just the kids. In Korea, the heavy burden of caring for aging parents and in-laws still falls overwhelmingly on women. More than 6 in 10 informal elder care duties land on daughters and daughters-in-law. So she's raising the next generation while also looking after the previous one. And her husband just keeps climbing. Say she tries to come back in her mid-40s. She walks into a second trap, and this one has a name. In Korean, she's an ajumma. If you watch K-dramas, you'll understand the connotations of that title. Now she's clearly older than her bosses, and they treat her like an office auntie. Polite on the outside, but promotions and real responsibilities go elsewhere. She handles the emotional labor and the quiet tasks, while the young guys climb. And 20 years later, she has 12 years of seniority. He has 20, and it's a completely different trajectory.
왜 내
Surveys say about 2 in 5 women who leave the workforce after childbirth cite child-rearing as the reason. But when daycare costs more than your post-clip salary, preference is just math. The government knows this, so they've spent over $250 billion since 2006.
$250 billion? Wow. 270 billion on fertility policies.
Trying to fix it. That's more than New Zealand's entire GDP spent on getting people to have babies. And look at the result. They tried cash bonuses for having kids, childcare subsidies, and parental leave expansion. And to be fair, about 1 in 3 fathers now take paternity leave, a record high. But look at the actual result. The fertility rate hit 0.72 in 2023. Late 2025 data puts it on track for roughly 0.85, which would be the fastest rise in 18 years. Well, let's put 0.85 in perspective. The replacement rate to keep a stable population is 2.1. And the US is panicking over a birth rate of 1.6. Japan...
The white US, sir. White US. Which US you talking about? Because urban and Latino US, they're not worried about birth rates. Let's continue.
Is calling the demographic collapse a national emergency at 1.15. Cash can't fix a structural trap, and it's deeper than Korea. Research found that when women enter an occupation in large numbers, wages drop for everyone in it. Men's wages fall about 8%, and women's fall even further. 2 incomes become necessary precisely because 2 incomes became normal. The floor moved. So when you hear about Korea's 4B movement, 비연애, no dating, 비섹스, no sex, 비혼, no marriage, 비초선, no childbirth. Understand what it actually is. This is the nuclear option. Women looked at the gender war, the housing trap, the motherhood cliff, ran the numbers, and said, hard pass.
Yeah, you can't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I get it.
They're not just opting out of marriage. They're opting out of the entire script that says their body, their career, and their unpaid labor are national resources to be managed with cash and guilt trips. And the moment they started walking away, a lot of men responded with pure rage. You're the problem. The gender war went from cold resentment to mutually assured destruction in the marriage market. However, the survey data tells a different story from the loudest voices online. A 2025 government survey found that nearly 3 in 5 unmarried women aged 25 to 49 actually intend to marry, up almost 10 points from the year before.
Interesting.
4B is the loudest response in the flame wars on forums like DC Inside and The Q, but it's fringe, and frankly, it's sensationalism for the Western audience. When housing costs a decade of your salary, childcare consumes a fifth of your income, and having a child permanently damages your career, opting out of a partnership is the rational move, but Korea isn't alone in this trap. Every major economy in East Asia is running the same experiment. The difference is what happens when the results come in.
Okay.
These countries share sky-high housing, brutal work culture, and births and freefall, but the pressure produces 3 completely different responses. Japan is the clearest.
Okay, let's go back. That was a very interesting
culture and births and freefall, but the pressure produces.
Okay, China's at 0.98 fertility rate. Korea's at 0.85. Japan is 1.15. Taiwan's at 0.72. Hong Kong 0.73. Macau, 0.47. And the replacement rate is 2.1. So they're all, all failing miserably. The women said, the hell with it. Wow. I mean, where the women go, so goes the culture. Yeah, so goes
This is 3 completely different responses. Japan is the clearest comparison. On paper, the economics look identical. TFR at 1.15, crisis level anywhere else, but still 60% higher than Korea's. Same overwork culture, same unaffordable cities. But the hardware is different. Japan had over a century to modernize, starting with the Meiji Restoration. Korea crammed the same transformation into 40 years. Imagine running a century of social change and fast forward. Japan also has no mandatory military service, carving prime earning years out of men. And it also has a deep cultural tilt towards harmony over open confrontation. So the pressure instead turns inward. Japanese men pioneered the herbivore status and hikikomori, quietly stepping off the provider treadmill. Women do something parallel, staying parasite single, living with parents into their 30s and 40s, prioritizing freedom over marriage. Roughly half of men in 18 to 39 are single. 4 in 10 women the same age are 2. And Dr. Haruka Sakamoto, who co-authored the first nationally representative study of herbivore men, put it bluntly.
Herbivore men. Jeez, interesting term.
The phenomenon is partly driven by
herbivore men may be partly socioeconomic
economic adversity. Men without stable jobs simply don't enter the dating market. It's mutual resignation, not mutual hatred. There's no 4B declarations, no deepfake arms races, no politicians driving the gender wedge. And in February 2026, one party locked in 316 seats, the largest single party majority in post-war history. That's what sovereign policy looks like when young men and women aren't voting in parallel universes. And I talk more about it here. Korea's version of the same economic pain went public instead of turning inward. And when AFP journalist Ha Wan-jung surveyed single Korean men about what women should fix to be suitable marriage material, their number one answer was
feminism. Many young men responded by blaming feminism. When a survey asked single men what women should fix most urgently to be suitable marriage material, their number one answer was feminism. In another poll, young men cited being a feminist as the worst quality in a potential dating partner. In contrast, women describe men's views on sharing household chores as the key issue to be fixed and having sexist attitudes as the worst quality in a potential date. Wow. That is crazy.
Feminism. China is the other comparison I want to talk about. New marriages collapsed from over 13 million to just 6 million in a single decade. The pressure to marry came from everywhere. Social media, parents' matchmaking campaigns, all pushing the Shengnu label, which stands for leftover women. But Chinese women responded with quiet refusal. They just stopped showing up for the old script. And because China's internet is tightly managed, the conflict plays out differently. Quieter, more individual, less collective. The same gender tensions exist, they just don't escalate the way they do in Korea. So the economics are identical, and the outcome is completely different. And the reason comes down to 4 variables. Japan's pressure turns inward, quiet resignation. China's stay private, individual refusal. Korea's explodes outward, open political warfare. And the reason is a specific cocktail. Compressed modernity, a military service asymmetry that feels like a tax on young men, an unregulated internet where resentment compounds in real time, and open democratic competition that rewards politicians who pick a side. That formula isn't unique to Korea anymore. The exact gender divergence, men shifting conservative, women progressive, cracked open in the US with 30-point gaps in 6 years. The same trends are happening in Germany and the UK. And the online escalation from venting to repeal the 19th follows the Irbe to Megalia playbook almost beat for beat. Korea didn't invent the incentives that made partnership losing a bet. It just combined them with the accelerants that turned resentment into a war first. Asia is running parallel versions of the exact same simulation, and the West is queued up right behind them.
Yep.
At the top of the video, I said both sides think they're losing, and they're both right. Both sides are losing ground against the same structural forces: housing costs, career cliffs, military service gaps, and a political system that runs on conflict rather than resolving it. A generation of men raised to be breadwinners can't rent an apartment on one's salary. And a generation of women told education would set them free discovered a master's degree doesn't protect them from a career cliff the moment they have a child. Korea hit every accelerant at once and built a system that rewards picking a side. The US, Germany, and the UK are stacking the same ingredients right now. The data is clear about what's broken. Nobody's figured out how to fix the structure. And the gap between men and women who think they're getting cheated is widening everywhere.
Yeah, if they really wanted to fix it, they'd fix it. And no, this is the natural course of action. So that's why we're here.
If you've lived in Korea or you're watching the same fault lines crack open where you're at, I'm genuinely curious what you think actually moves this. Let me know in the comments.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Good stuff. Dr. Jonathan Tam. Excellent research. That for y'all is the gender war. The end result. Last clip, we got Janet paying tribute to her brothers. Let's go take a look and we out of here. Killing it still. Oh, Joe. Okay, that's what's up. He's only 60 years old. Wonder Wife. See some Asians. she in Asia? She's gotta be somewhere in Asia. Hold up. She's gotta be somewhere in Asia because they all look like. Oh, she's in Japan. Okay. She's in Japan. She's on tour. Oh, here we go. All right. So she's in Japan until Thursday. And then August she'll be in the UK. That's what's up. Shout out to her. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'll do the same.
Catch me live.